All right, hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome to Monday. It's another Monday. Somehow, this whole month has gone by so fast, you guys. But welcome to the art gym. For anybody who wants to draw along today, we're going to be doing the human figure studies. Go away. I don't want it to be Monday. Okay, bye. I guess if I leave, that makes it not Monday. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it, Paradox Moose. I'm sorry. My condolences for Monday. I also would rather it not be Monday. Although I'd rather it be Monday than Thursday. Thursday is my Monday, I feel like, in some ways, because that's my first day at my day job. And I always feel like I'm just scrambling to get stuff done Monday through Wednesday. But you know, to each their own schedule. Anyway, we are going to be doing figure studies, or at least I am. If that's not feeling like, you know, something you're really interested in right now, feel free to, you know, pull up some other references, do some other stuff. As long as it's, you know, you do anything you want, really. But if you want to participate in the art gym show and tell piece, for anyone who's new here, the way it works is at the end of the art gym, we'll just show off anybody's studies that people have done during the stream. And then, as long as it's work safe and as long as it's actually a study, just keep in mind, studies do need to be mostly done from reference. It's not really something that you use reference to make. It's something that you are doing as a form of practice. Not the end goal should be practice, not like an image for yourself or someone else. I guess unless you're doing like hyperreal. I don't know. It gets a little hairy with hyperrealism probably, but you guys understand at this point, hopefully. But if not, if you're new, go to the art gym, click the link at the little pin at the top. It'll kind of tell you like what's a study. We have lots of sharing spaces. Actually, we have a showcase coming up. So if you do have a piece that you really want to show off on stream to the community, but isn't really a study, we do a showcase once a month. And you can put any piece you want in there. You have all month to submit. And there's an art showcase section. I need to make an event for that still. I think a lot of people forget or don't know. We've had a lot of new members of the community this last month, so maybe you don't know about the art showcase. So yeah, just as long as it's work safe. You can show off any piece that you'd like, and you can also include any social media links. So keep that in mind. Exclamation point showcase if you want to learn more. Oh, never mind. Pyro got it. Thank you, Pyro. Appreciate you. Hey, Lady Lane, and hey, everybody else. It's good to see you. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody really fast. But as always, if anyone wants to start, you know, ahead of me, without me, it does take me a little bit of time typically to get started, just because of, you know, shenanigantery happening. Not that chat would know anything about that, right? But yeah, let's see who's here today. Let's see. And thank you for those early follows, by the way, at the start of stream. Lithium Art, hello. Thank you for that lurk. I really appreciate the lurks. I appreciate that some of you are still sticking around and lurking, even though the push is over. I know we're just kind of in a holding pattern, waiting to hear on Save the Vikita Day. If I don't hear from them by the end of this week, I'll probably reach out next week and just double check, be like, hey, because there's two websites where they have updates coming from it, but they have different dates on both of them, and so I'm just not sure which one, but I know a lot of people have been asking. A lot of people have said they'd be interested in doing some kind of Akita themed stream, so I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord. I'll keep you posted on social media, exclamation point socials if you need those. But yeah, thanks for the interest, and I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. When I know, you'll know. Let's see. Christmas Cat, congrats on first, and good morning. And Miss Cat Raquel, congrats on second. Hello to you as well. Hope you're having a good day. Blue Skittle, hey, it's good to see you. Guys, make sure you follow Blue Skittle if you aren't already. Incredible artist. Thank you for hanging out here, Blue. Chris, ×2, hello. It's good to see you. Welcome. And Miss Art Rules, thank you for the lurk as well. Neil, it's time to go to the gym. Yes, but gotta keep that Vikita hype going, that's right. Good to see you, Neil. Hope your weekend was good. And Pyro, of course, welcome in. Thank you for your help, as always. Clem and Artie Gob, good to see you as well. Amaze, happy to have you here. Hope you're doing good. And Ungoy, and let's see, Silval, hello, Ungoy, you are so hyper this morning. I love all these hyper emotes I'm seeing in chat. Jack Lantern and Willow, who else is in here? Paleontologist VA, hello. I do see your drawing animal, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Let's see. Paradox Moose, even though you were mad at me for bringing Monday, hello. Crazy. And Dally, hey Dally, how's it going? Yeah, just in stream, yeah, okay, bye. You guys should also be following Dally, by the way. Another fantastic artist. Who skinned this poor man's arms and legs? I know. So actually, this was kind of a fun... I was kind of thinking about maybe doing something like this sometime. I don't know if I'll do it on stream. But a good exercise for people might be to actually pull up like a muscle reference find like maybe find a more static pose than this, because it could get kind of confusing here with the foreshortening. But try to just like, you know, find the muscles and draw the muscles over the pose. That's what's been done here. Somebody has drawn over the photograph and shown where the tendons are, where the muscles are. So if you want to get more familiar with how muscles are attaching in a moving figure, that might be a good thing to try. It might be a good little study. Mondays get the chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Let's see who else we have in chat. Lady Elaine and Captain Scoliosis. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Ironheart, hello. Happy to have you as well. Yes, Dali. Ungoy is very concerned that everybody is eating. Ungoy, did you know that we have a new, if you're still here, we have a new channel points redeem called Treat Yourself, where you can make me have nutrients. Or candy, depending on what I have handy. Today it's cheese. Today it's cheese. Let's see. I'm the harbinger of Mondays. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want to be the harbinger of Mondays. Pyro also wants to know if everybody has eaten. Oh, thank you, Pyro. Yeah, see? Look, you can literally make me have snacks on stream. Cheers, chat. There's my cheese. I love cheese, you guys. Cheese is so good. Hopping into lurk. Oh, okay, well, have a good nap. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Take care of yourself. Thank you for coming in. Sorry, I'm eating cheese now. Oh, nice, Elaine. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and for the showcase, everybody just do it. Like, if you've done some before, make sure you didn't already post something like earlier in the month. Otherwise, you might get a DM from myself or a mod. Just asking you to pick one. So it's just one per person, but yeah, I'm excited to show. We'll be looking at the showcase stuff. So what we do is you have all month to submit, and then we'll look at it on the first stream of the month, which should be, ooh. Actually, you guys, it's actually not going to be until a little bit later into August, because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be out of town next week, just a heads up. So this week is get all your Casey in, because I'm going to be gone for a week. I'll be back though, second week in August. And then we'll do the showcase then. I'm going to hopefully have the schedule for August made like today or tomorrow, so hopefully there's plenty of time. Ungoy, you missed my birthday. We already talked about this. We already talked about this. It was already my birthday. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom of chat now. Can't make cheese be eaten. Animals. Oh, that's true, Marcus. Yes, animals must be drawn. It's true. You gotta prioritize for sure. Also, let me know how the volume is, folks. If it's too high, just keep me posted. I can always lower it. I've been having to fiddle with the audio a lot lately. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have some tracks now that are like just unequalized or what's going on. But okay. So I'm gonna get started. Oh, and I forgot to... If you want, we can do a prediction. How many studies will Casey do today? 1, 2, 3, 4, or many more. There you go. Boink. Can I say that again? I was muted? Wait, what? I was muted? When was I muted? It says I'm not muted. Say what again? I don't know what I said, Marcus. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what I said. Happy birthday, Casey Mom. Nope, it's not my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday is in January. You've missed my mom's birthday by quite a bit. Yeah, I don't think I was either. Maybe they meant on their end. Yeah. Okay. Oops, I stole another piece of cheese. Sorry. See, this is the dangerous thing about having cheese as my treat. I really just want to keep eating it. Cheese is very hard to not eat, for one. Not that you need me to tell you that, because you all probably know. But, you know. Oh, delicious. Also, before I forget, everybody follow everybody. But especially Blue Skittle. Cheese is the best, I agree. Okay, alright, am I in the wrong place? Wait, am I in the wrong place here? What's going on? Here we go. Alright, starting a new layer, and we are going to... I know, right? I thought it was a cute idea. I saw another streamer that did that, and I was like, oh, that's nice, because I I don't really want to have like the redeems that are sort of like, I don't know. I was just I'm trying to find like stuff to give you guys to spend channel points on that's like easy for me to incorporate into my stream. I'm gonna do a quick little just a quick little gesture study of this guy. I'm gonna look at the muscles mostly, I think is gonna be my kind of my focus, but I do think that this foreshortened leg is helpful to think about. And I also want to think about the some of the muscles. Now, some of this is, I don't know, there's good and bad to having a reference like this, because I'm trusting that the person who drew the muscles over the form is drawing them correctly, but at the same time, if I'm just looking at an image of like a muscle rendering of a human, it's kind of the same thing. So I don't know, I kind of go back and forth on like whether or not, you just want to be really careful and make sure that you're using accurate reference. So like if this person did not draw these muscles in the right places, then you're actually reinforcing bad information. So you do need to be kind of careful. I mean, it looks pretty accurate to me from what my very limited understanding of muscular anatomy is, but you know, you always just want to double check stuff. Someone did, yes. I'm gonna get to that in just a minute. I want to at least do one study Miss Art rules before I jump into just total distraction. Yeah, so I am aware. Thank you. Oh, and we also, you guys have found the the game challenge buttons. That's right. If anybody wants to spend some channel points to vote on a game. Oh wow, it looks like, I'm actually kind of surprised. It looks like Casey's Choice is taking the lead, but if you really want to watch me play Okami, we are about halfway through Okami. So that is an option. You can also vote in both, I think. But if you have a preference, you can drop some channel points on either Okami or right now it's probably going to be Book of Travels. Is the game I've been kind of wanting to show you guys for a little bit, but an artist friend of mine actually introduced me to it, and I've really fallen in love with it. But Okami is also gorgeous and super fun to play, and would be happy to jump into that too. Okay. Let's see. We have time to tie the game vote. You do have time to tie the game vote if you really want to. I think there's still like 20 days to go. Wait, I just saw a little alert. I don't know what that means though. I'm confused. Zix! Oh, it was just delayed. Zix, thank you for that Prime sub. That's really, really generous of you. And you just started me on my little sub goal. I don't, this sub goal seems a little, I don't think we're gonna hit it, but if anybody is interested, we are pretty close to breaking my sub record. And I think that unlocks another emote as well. So if somehow we do manage to hit that before the end of the month, I'll do a big print giveaway. So that would be fun. But Zix, I really appreciate you using that Prime sub 2 times here. That's really, really kind. Hope you're doing well, and thanks again for that game. I don't think I caught you live when we opened it, but yeah, I appreciate that. I'm excited to pull that out at the next game night. Hopefully I'll be having a game night next month, so it'll be getting pulled out pretty shortly here. My apartment is kind of in shambles, right? Not total shambles, but everything's just sort of moved around. my roommate's moving out, and so I'm gonna probably end up spending a little bit of time next week, and maybe even this week, just sort of deep cleaning and moving my own stuff around and resorting everything. And we'll just, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have a game night after I get everything all cleaned. So sometime in August, we'll be doing a game night, and I'll be excited to bring that out. It was weirdly timed. Yeah, I did too, Pyro. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Yeah, I glanced up, I was like, oh, I think I missed an alert, but then nothing happened. Your family gets vicious with that game? Oh, really? I've only played it once, and it wasn't too vicious. But honestly, I don't know that I necessarily remember how to play, so I need a refresher. Oh my gosh, hey, you guys are already a quarter of the way there on the Book of Travels. You guys must really want to see Book of Travels. That one went really fast. August of this year, yes, so next month. Yeah, I used to do a weekly game night, actually, when I lived in Texas. And haven't been able to get a solid game night crew ever since then, but maybe a monthly game night. Part of it was a little tricky to organize because I didn't want to like have a bunch of people over and bother my roommate, you know? But I don't have to worry about that anymore, so it should be a little easier to maybe have people over. We'll see. Either way. You've noticed the alerts on Twitch these days are sometimes randomly delayed for no reason. That's so strange. Have we started the countdown till my next birthday? Well, no. No. I didn't think that was necessary, Yanni. It's, you know, basically a year away, so... I guess if you really want to. Are you gonna, like, every time... I don't need anybody coming in here being like, hey, only 360 days till your birthday. Only 350-something days till your birthday. 358! Oh no! Oh my gosh, you guys. Yep, it's just around the corner. My goodness. My gosh. Oh, that's funny. You guys are funny. Alright, I'm getting too caught up in the details here on this. I need to be a little more loose. This is why I usually start with time gestures. Because I feel like time gestures are just going to loosen you up a little bit. Or at least me. They tend to just force me to not think about some of the details quite as much. Hey, Blue Wolf! How you doing? It's good to see you! I'm sorry that yeah, I bet you are so sorry, Yanni. You seem really, really upset. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Cover Your Assets by Grandpa Beck Games. That's what it is, yeah. Hey, how you doing, Blue Wolf? It's so good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Day's doing okay so far. I mean, it is a Monday. And I have a lot to do. We have Camp Chaos this afternoon, so if anybody wants to come back this afternoon for some chaos, we'll see. You know, maybe it'll be like a low turnout, and maybe it won't be chaotic. I don't know. But, you know, maybe not. So if you want to come back for chaos this afternoon, exclamation point camp if you want to have some info about the session, and exclamation point chaos if you want to know more about what Camp Chaos is. But it's basically a streamer-led, the idea is it's like an activity, like kind of like going to camp, except it's like led by various streamers around the community. For example, like, so it's led by Art and Jest, and yesterday I was hanging out in Danielle Allard's stream, and she was doing camp songs. She's a music streamer, and it's kind of like a camp themed, like a lot of times it's like a draw along activity or a crafting activity. A lot of makers and crafters do it, but yeah. It's good fun. I did it last year. I had a lot of fun. Was very overwhelmed. Just did like an art gym session with everybody. This year, since I've been trying to get better at character design, I thought it'd be fun to do like camp characters. So we're gonna do a camp themed character camp tonight. Jeez, I really am not. I'm struggling with this pretty badly. But anyway, yeah, come back this afternoon. It'll just be in place of my normal afternoon stream. It's just for the first hour. So it's like you sign up to do a 1 hour session. And you just have like a, I don't know, theme. It'll be fun, hopefully. It's not birthday camp, no. It's not birthday camp. Are you excited for camp? Christmas Cat? If anyone's excited for camp, let me know in the chat. Who's excited for camp? I do have some Camp Chaos emotes. If you're wondering what those are, those new emotes, those are from Art and Jest. They're only going to be available for the month of July for Camp Chaos, and then I'll be hiding them again. So use them while you got them. But yeah, it should be a good time. Those are free emotes that Art and Jest gives out. Alright, I need to take a break on this. I am getting too caught up in the details. I think I might actually need to backtrack and just do some gesture studies first, because I'm just too tight right now. Let me actually do the drawing animal before I forget, since we already have one of those. Oh, this page looks a little full. This page looks a little full. I guess it's time for yet another Draw Me an Animal. This is from basically all of July, I think. I don't think I'm gonna fit the rest of July in here. So we're gonna start a new one. Group. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know what to name these anymore. Alright, Draw Me an Animal. Let's see what it was. So for those who haven't been here before, the Draw Me an Animal game is something we play every 30 minutes or so. It can be redeemed by channel points. And let's see, we did that one. Got first, we got second. Draw me animal. Macaria Kempferi. No idea what this is. No idea what this is. I'm terrible with the scientific names, so I just basically guess. I do request it if there is a common name that gets used, but sometimes people like to trick me. So I don't know anything about any of these words, so I have no hint right now. But based on the person who requested it, I'm gonna guess it's an extinct animal, and that could also be why it does not have a common name. I don't know. I have no idea. No, I don't even know how to say this. Macrocuria? Something small? Macrocuria Campheri? This is probably the name of the person who discovered it, for all I know. I don't know. I'm gonna draw a tiny bird. I'm gonna draw a tiny ancient bird. So I have 5 minutes to draw what I think it is. Probably getting it wrong. Feel free to look it up if you want to, chat. But just don't give me any hints in the chat. That's kind of ruins the game. I've got 5 minutes. It's 9:27. So we're just gonna draw like a tiny prehistoric verb. Because I don't know. Alrighty. What's that teeth? So there's the lines. Let's do this one. Oh no. How is that on the same layer? I just made a new layer. Oh, that's why it didn't automatically put me on the new layer. And sorry, I try not to look at chat when I'm doing these just in case somebody accidentally gives a hint, but I will catch up here in just a sec. Like I said though, feel free to look it up and laugh at me. It's most of the time I feel like I get these wrong. Or maybe 50-50. I don't know. Depends on the difficulty of the name I'm given. I would say I get almost all of the scientific names wrong. So if you want me to be guaranteed to get it wrong, I guess, then there's one surefire way to do it. Let's see. Doink, 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 doink. Alright, there's my little prehistoric verb. It's probably wrong. I'm gonna make him standing on a branch. Let's see. Don't forget to save. Oh, thank you. I should save. That would be smart. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat in just a second. Like I said, I try to not peek. Okay. Oops. There we go. I don't know what else to add because I'm pretty sure I'm just making something up here. There we go. It's got leaves. It's probably not this, but let's go look at it because I don't know what else to add. Oh, Casey, wait, what did I do, Amaze? Why are you laughing at me? Did I turn off my camera again? Is it on the wrong screen? I need to make a redeem for that too. Macro. Oh, macro is the opposite of micro. Well, see, I told you guys I don't know Latin. It's always confusing though because they call it macro photography, don't they? I think that's why I get confused on that. It's an alligator snapping turtle, so that would have been the name to use. Yeah. So when you give me the scientific name, I'm gonna get it wrong. Alligator snapping turtle. There we go. They're so cool. They're such neat animals. Very, very prehistoric looking. But yeah, I got this 100% wrong in every way, shape, and form. Let's see. The species is endemic to freshwater habitats in the United States. It's one of the heaviest living freshwater turtles in the world. It's often associated with, but not closely related to, the common snapping turtle. The specific epithet is in honor of... Wait. This isn't the right scientific name. Hold on. Why did it look... What? I didn't even put that. Campheri. Oh my gosh, freaking AI. Wait, macro Kyra. Oh my gosh, why is it auto-correcting everything I'm typing? Macro... Is this even the right thing? Campheri. Okay, no. Like, why did it look up the... Okay, ignore the snapping turtle. Although they are cool. Let me double check. Like, okay. I think it auto-corrected to alligator snapping turtle's name or something, and I just missed it. Macrokira camphiri. Japanese spider crab. Okay, that would have been the name. If you wanted me to actually try and get it right. These are really cool crabs. We are actually going to do a crab study next month. Because I don't draw crabs ever, and I don't really know much about their anatomy. It's a marine crab, largest crab found in the waters around Japan. Has the largest leg span of any arthropod. And oh, thank you for that follow. I'm so sorry. I was so caught up in like how this was confusing. I totally missed it. Paperclip Cookies. That's a cute name. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you coming in. Sorry that I'm very distractible right now. I'm fighting with Google perpetually these days. Tall-legged crab is what it translates to. Interesting. There's 2 species. Look at these. Spider crab. Very long legs. I wonder why it has such long legs. Greatest leg span of any known arthropod, reaching up to... Holy cow! 3.7 meters? Am I reading that right? Oh my gosh. Wait. What? Stop using AI search, Google. I hate you. Stop it. I don't want you to generate anything. You're wasting water. Holy mackerel. I forgot how big these were. Jeez Louise. What? It's so massive. Oh my gosh. I was thinking that they were like smaller. I forgot that these things were huge. See, I just don't pay much attention to crabs. Look at these things. It's like the king of all crabs right here. Okay, okay. Second in mass only to the American lobster. Really? That thing is not as heavy as the American lobster? Apart from its size, I want to know why it's so long-legged. Does anybody know? Has anyone read this? Here, I'm gonna link you guys to the page. They make small things big. They don't want you to know the crab truth. Yeah. Yeah, it does make it confusing while they're called macro lenses. Exactly. That's why I think that way, because I was really into macro photography for a while. And I always associate macro with small. And I think it confuses me, yeah. Shooting micro things, yeah. You like the one where the guy is holding it from behind like it's a loving photo. He's probably just trying not to get pinched. I don't know why they have long legs, guys. I don't have time to read this whole thing, but if anybody finds the answer as to why they have long legs, I would be very interested. As to why we think that they're like this. Anyway, I got that totally wrong. So that was the Draw Me Animal game. Off to a great start. Completely and totally wrong right off the bat. Thank you, macro photography. I'm gonna blame that one on macro photography. Could have at least drawn something big. Okay. There we go. Let's get back to me struggling. Struggling with figure drawing. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. Also, hey Sloppy, how are you? What did I draw? I drew a terrible bird. Unrelated. Unrelated. Okay, let me struggle through a little bit more drawing. Actually, I think I'm gonna zoom out. Sometimes if I draw smaller, I don't tend to get as tight. So let me try this actually. I think actually maybe the drawing on top of the skin is throwing me off a bit because my brain is like, wait, hold on. So maybe I just picked a really bad one to do a first study off of. But you know, I'm gonna get through it. We're just gonna do another one. So this will just be, you know, we're here to get the bad drawings out, guys. If you've never been here before, this right here, the bad drawings part, that's what we're here to do. So I'm just here making a terrible drawing in front of you all. Please don't judge me too harshly. You know, I'm here to struggle. Hopefully you're here to struggle too. Right, trying to get those big shapes. And we're just gonna move on to another one after this, I think. But It is kind of nice to see like these tendons and things. I feel like the tendons are things I don't pay enough attention to, probably. You are here. Welcome, Dracon. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Case, hey, that's me. Username does not exist. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, let's chat about that, Dali. I'm setting up a few right now, so I don't know if I'll have time in August, but we can definitely chat. Maybe like an art gem or something? We should do, I think, wasn't Carson talking about doing one with like a bunch of people? Have you talked to Carson? I think that would be kind of, I've never done one with like, I guess I've done one with 3 people. But it might be fun to just do like a, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still always a little nervous my computer's gonna crash every time I do a stream together. Ouch. Okay, you two in August? Okay, yeah, I was like, oh, my August is kind of full. You want air conditioning? Me too, actually, username. Yeah, me too. I've got a little portable AC unit next to my desk right over here. But, don't have any, I haven't had built-in AC since I left Texas. That's just, like, not a thing as often here in Colorado. Although I think it might be in newer houses, like, becoming more of a thing, but I didn't even know, before I left Texas, I had no idea that you could even, like, have a car or a house that didn't have air conditioning. It was so strange to me. Alright, well, I hate this. Let's move on to another one, shall we? I'm really getting my bad drawings right out in front and center today. So thank you all for being here to watch my struggle. Thank you for not judging me too much. Maybe someone is, and that's okay. Everything is wrong with this leg. I hate it. That's okay. This is what gesture drawing is for. It's for being rough and loose. So it's fine. Yeah, I hate it. Let's move on. Exactly. Yeah, sometimes knowing when to stop is also important. But then you get tenacious, you know, and you get stubborn about it, and that's when you start to just hate it more and more. At least that's, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe other people are smarter than me and they can move on, but I struggle sometimes to move on. Yeah, for sure. Hey Jack Lantern, how are you? You can't find your tablet pin. Oh no, that's always so frustrating. I actually, for a while, when I lived in a smaller space that like everything was black, I would put colored tape around my tablet pin, like up here, so that I could always find it. I would put like a bright piece of like blue or red or something on it, and that sometimes helped. I know that's not helpful to you now, but hopefully maybe once you find it, which you will find it. It's somewhere, but yeah, that's frustrating. Your sister-in-law's house in the mountains has central AC. Wow, but because of where they are, they rarely turn it on. I'm sure. I'm surprised a high-altitude mountain house would have it. That's really shocking. Most houses up here in Ontario have AC these days. Yours does not. Currently you're in a heat wave. Oh no. Yeah, my apartment has a window unit in the living room, and that's the only air conditioning. So my room gets really hot at night, and like turning on the AC, the window unit AC all night would just be so expensive, so I don't do that. I just suffer and die for a couple months. It's actually part of why I haven't been sleeping really well. I've been okay the last few nights. It hasn't been as hot, but we still have August to get through, so I'm sure it will be. But I don't know. I just can't wait for fall. I'm so ready for cooler nights. Your condo is great. Good AC all around. That's good. Currently 91 degrees. Blech. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, in Florida you would have to. You would have to have AC. Ugh, that is hot though. I'm sorry. I hope it gets better for you. Okay. Don't get a roomie till October so you can sleep in the living room. I'm kind of thinking about it, Uncle. Honestly, I'm so busy the next couple months with everything going on, getting ready for Save the Vikita Day and TwitchCon and possibly some other events here with this, and trying to set up my shop and trying to get a whole bunch of prints made. I don't know. Part of me doesn't even want to like mess with trying to even look for a roommate until after TwitchCon, honestly. I mean, like if I happen to find somebody, I've got a couple of people that I might be asking already, so I've got some options a little bit lined up, but I'm not, thankfully, and like thanks to you guys a lot too, like I'm not like in desperate financial need to get a roommate. I can basically just cover rent with my income, between art stuff and streaming and cores. So cores, oh shoot, hold on. Oh my gosh, sorry, what is going on right now? Okay, hold on, sorry, I thought I forgot to do something really important, and that alert kind of freaked me out. What just happened? I totally missed the alert. It was the scary one. Oh my gosh, Dally, what the heck? You did not need to do that, Dally. Dally, that is so kind. You really did not have to do that. Dally, thank you. That is extremely generous. Holy cow. Holy cow, Dally. Thank you. Man, I don't even know what to say. That is a very generous gift. Thank you. I really appreciate that. $50 worth of cheese. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of that might go to my groceries. That is one thing I'm a little worried about, is like, not worried, like I've got some savings. It's just like, just like suddenly not having to pay double rent is a little bit, concerning. But I've got some savings that I'll just have to basically slowly eat into, so any extra will definitely help me pay for groceries and gas and that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate, that's really generous. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. You know what? I'm gonna eat some cheese right here in honor of that very generous cheese fund donation. Dally, thank you. Get some of that real fancy cheese. Yeah, tell me in the chat, what cheese should I get? What cheese should I get? Thank you for donating. Dally, again, that was really kind. Holy cow. Sorry that I was distracted. I thought that sorry, I had a really important deadline. I needed to make sure I submitted something. And so I was panicking slightly right when you did that. So I'm sorry I wasn't looking at the screen. But I think I actually did it, so I think I'm okay. See, I just have too much to juggle. I have too much to juggle right now. Okay, I think we're all good. Gouda is good. Havarti. I finally got some Havarti. Something Gouda. TwitchCon fund. That's true. Yeah, it will help with the TwitchCon fund. I did start a new Ko-fi fund. I might do like a not a subathon, but like maybe a doodle-a-thon, a commission-a-thon. I don't know, like a mini, like a micro commission, macro commission. No, a micro commission thing. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it work, but basically the Ko-fi fund right now is going to cover the cost of room and board for me while I'm over there. And yeah, we'll just kind of see. Everything else we'll just kind of see. Hopefully gas won't be too bad because I'll be splitting it with someone. But let's see. Oh my gosh, hold on, my chat's broke. Oh, good luck, Jack-o'-lantern. I'm sure you'll find it. I'm sure you'll find it. Go for the eccentric detective. You want me to find an eccentric detective to have a roommate? Oh my gosh. Okay, why is my chat so far behind? Any one bedrooms at my complex? No, it's not really a complex. It's more of like some condos that get rented out. So, and I don't really want to, I like my landlord, and the other condos are all owned by a different landlord, and I do not want to change landlords at all. My landlord has been extremely generous, has never raised my rent. I've been there for almost 7 years now, I think. Holy cow. Yeah, wow. I actually think it'll be, I moved there in 2018. I think it'll be 7 years this August, which is crazy, actually. Sketchathon would be cool. Yeah, maybe. 8998 butterfly? Wait, is that your drawing animal is Numbers Butterfly? Hold on. Okay, an 8998 butterfly. What? I've never heard of this. Alright, so I'm gonna do this drawing animal right now before I forget. Butterfly, wow. Sorry, I'm still a little paranoid about something really hang on, guys. I just need to look something up. My brain is, my brain gets really... Do you guys have brains like this? Where you have, like, you just get fixated on something and you can't quite let it go for a minute? I really need to make sure... I need to triple check that I didn't mess something up. I'm so sorry. You guys know how I'm prone to panic. It's just gonna help me focus if I can just, like, clarify that I did not forget to do this thing. All the time. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for validating me. I feel much better now. Oh my gosh. How do I confirm this? Right here, maybe? You keep a... Yeah, I live on lists. Holy cow. There's no way I can't function without them. I have so many lists. Okay. Whew. Okay. Nope. I think I'm okay. Alright. What is today? It's the 28th. Okay. We're good. We're good. Phew. You guys. That was a scary minute for me for a second. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. I'm just gonna move on. It's fine. Okay. I have... Oh yeah. I've got literally a pile of sticky notes next to me. I keep multiple types of task lists. So I keep my, like... personal life stuff list, and then my art stuff list, and then sometimes I even have to like separate them out depending on projects. I can have like project-based lists too. It's a never-ending cycle. Okay, thank you guys for your patience. Let's go ahead and do this drawing animal. You're trying to think of... Yeah, sometimes you're in bed trying to sleep and you think of something. Yep, I've totally been there, Yanni. I've started to just like write stuff down like on a little pad by my bed, like stuff that's stressing me out. I think journaling helps too, because then I can just like write all the things I'm panicked about or about like worried about or whatever. And it sometimes helps me sleep, not always, but sometimes. Okay, so 8998 butterfly. I'm assuming this has something to do with like the patterning on the butterfly. We need to do a butterfly study too. Would anyone want to do a butterfly study? Is that something you guys would be interested in? I feel like we did one like forever ago, but I don't remember very much about their anatomy. So I've got 5 minutes. $89.98. I'm guessing it's like some kind of a symmetry, maybe that it looks like an 89 or 98. I don't know how you can make that. I have no idea. Maybe it's like that, and then from behind it looks like a 91 or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea how to... It just looks like it says OG. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess there's like a big 8 and something looks like a 9. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know about this one. Okay. I mean, I don't know about a lot of things. Alright, well... This seems wrong. Let's learn about it. The OG butterfly. This is the OG butterfly, guys. Okay, let's make it blue. Everybody likes a blue butterfly. Blue butterfly, is that what I just said? Blue butterfly. I can English, it's fine. I can totally speak correctly. I'm not tongue-tied or flustered at all. Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling like I need to lower that pro thing again. It feels too high now that you guys made me raise it by 10 points. It feels too high. Every time I look at it, it's just too generous for the amount of bumbling that's happening. Can we lower it just a little? Just a little. Please. Alright, we're just gonna put hearts on the edge because I like that. I have no idea what kind of butterfly this is. I don't feel like I deserve any points for getting that it's a butterfly since that's like in the name. I've never heard of this animal before in my life. Boink boink boink. Boink boink. I don't know, guys. Let's just look it up. I'm done flailing. I'm done flailing. I don't know what this animal is. 8998 butterfly. Well, it's not blue. It does have an 89 on it. Okay, okay. Okay, that's really crazy, actually. I mean, it kind of looks like peanut butter, though. I would have called this the peanut butter butterfly, because to me that looks like a P and a B more than an 80. I mean, I guess that kind of looks like an 8. 8998. Wow, that's wild. I've never heard of this before, but it still looks like peanut butter. Peanut butter. I'm with you on that. That's PB, yeah. The first one especially. An 8998 butterfly is a species of butterfly found in South America. Has been given the nickname because of the markings on its wings. Just, yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I get it. Wow. We don't know a whole lot about it, at least on Wikipedia. Oh, here's another one. I wonder why it's got those spots. It's almost like eye spots that are trying to become eye spots. So interesting. See, that one just looks like 88. Anna's 88 butterfly. Oh. Okay. This is so funny. They all, like, this whole family that has all these, like, numbers. Faded 88. No, I don't see an 88 on that. I had no idea that there was a whole little family or genus, I guess, of butterflies that all had numbers on their wings. I'm gonna link you guys to this so you can poke around. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's your year? Nice. That one is just a colon and a semicolon, yeah. Yeah. PBBP. Exactly, Sloppy. Oh my gosh. The butter peanut butter butterfly. Okay, fair. 8998's a little easier to say than the... I'm sorry. My brain's getting stuck on butter peanut. Butter peanut. Doesn't work as well as peanut butter. But fair. PBBP. There it is. Peanut butterfly. Yeah, that's what I would have called it, is the peanut butterfly. Oh my gosh, isn't that cool, Rue? And also, hi, Rue. How are you? The glitch in the Matrix butterfly. Well, there's a link in the chat if you guys want to learn more about these. I had no idea that they existed. I did put an 89 on my butterfly, but I did not do it correctly. I'm gonna say I did not get this one. I had no idea what this animal was. I'm gonna say I did not even get, it was the wrong color. I didn't guess any of this correctly. So we're gonna say no on that one. A solid 50. I mean, but it's almost like a cheat, right? Because you got the word butterfly in there. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I did a green X. Well, there. I failed but didn't. There you go. It's a green X, guys. Alright, let's get back to struggling with figure drawing. There's one that's blue on the inside. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to draw for sure. Task failed successfully. Yeah. See, exactly. Yeah, task successfully failed. That's exactly the communication I'm trying to put across here. Well, thank you for that, Christmas Cat. That was a very fun one. I don't think raise your hand in chat. Did anyone else already know about that butterfly, or or actually maybe I shouldn't change it now. Did anyone else know about that butterfly? I had never heard of that before. You did, Germs. Wow, I had never heard of that. Yeah, it was new to me too. Very cool. Well, always fun to learn about new animals. That's half the fun of the Draw Me an Animal game. On the Japanese spider crab, could not find a why, but apparently the body stops growing at sexual maturity, but the legs never stop growing. So the longer the legs, the older the animal. That is such a weird quirk. Thank you for looking that up, Neil. Thank you for helping us find some reason as to why their legs are so long. So basically the one with the really long legs is like the ultra mega grandpa crab. It's like the royal crab. It's the king or queen of all. Guess they end up looking like spiders instead of— yeah, that makes sense. That's crazy. Wow. Interesting stuff. Okay. I'm gonna do a few more studies here. Here's a lovely action pose I do enjoy. So here's a great example of what I was talking about. If you want to challenge yourself to maybe learn some muscle anatomy, might be a good idea to do what this artist or this series is doing and like draw on top of some poses to see if you can like map out where the muscles belong, right? Like how they're attaching. And I mean, I'm seeing a lot of like, you know, the same muscles in both of these images, which, you know, either it's the same artist or it's just two people using the same references, I guess. But it's, I don't know, I think that's really a helpful exercise. I'm just going to do a gesture off of this top pose. I'm not going to use that bottom one, but I did pin it. So if anybody needs that, it is in the Pinterest board. Feel free to go grab it as desired. And there is reference, I forgot to mention, for anyone who's new around here, there is reference at the top of chat. So, I just like this pose. It's a very good action pose. And I might just do some gestures, I don't know. I probably should have started with gesture. That would have made my whole life a lot easier. It is a cool look, right? There's one as big as a person, yeah. 50 to 100 years? Oh my gosh. we find one 50 meters long. It's like, holy heck, it's immortal. That's crazy. I don't think that's in all crabs, Miss Heart Rules. I think it's just this one species. Yeah. Have a good one, Dally. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you again for that really generous donation to the Cheese Fund. Honestly, it's very kind of you. Have a good session. We'll catch you next time. Let's move this. Okay. So let's just do a very loose gesture here. I really don't want to go too tight. I think that was my biggest mistake with that first one, is I have this really bad tendency where I just want to get too tight too fast. And I know there was some conversation in the Discord a while ago about like the potential benefit of gesture studies and like why it is or isn't helpful. And I think it depends on what you're trying to learn, but for me anyway, I find gestures to be like just going fast and kind of like mapping out form and proportion. That's kind of it's the best way in my opinion to train your brain on like proportionally what humans look like, because I think when you try to just sit down and draw from do like a 10 or 20 minute drawing of a form, the tendency to like narrow in, I mean, I definitely fell prey to it up here, but the tendency to like zoom in and just get hyper focused on some details can actually lead to a ton of proportion issues if you don't catch it. But if you're timing yourself to do like 2 minute, 1 minute, even 30-second gestures, you're really just gonna have to force your brain to just think about the big shapes, to think about, like, get as much information in there as you can to try and complete the drawing. And I think long term, those are gonna be a little more helpful. At least until you get to a point where you can kind of do that without needing a reference, I guess. And then maybe once you're proficient enough to where you have a really good, solid understanding of proportion and how to, like, see the human form in a way that is, I don't know, easy to relate on paper, then maybe it's better to do longer form studies. But I think they both have their place. I think they just both serve different purposes. But I personally get a lot more, at least at this stage of my career, of my skill level, I get a lot more out of the quicker gestures because I feel like it forces me to really look. Like, I find my eyes over here more than over here. Whereas when I'm doing this, I find my eyes over here more than over here. And I just personally think that that's how you end up with out of proportion, like drawing what you're, like, guessing at what you're seeing and not drawing what you actually see. So if you're struggling to draw the form, like me, maybe just do a couple of time gestures. Start a timer. I didn't time this one, but I am trying to go faster and just, like, focus more on big shapes. And you never know, just, like, try different things, and everybody's different too. Everyone's, like, end goal is different as well. So, you know, like, for example, if you're doing hyperrealism, maybe this won't be as helpful, you know, as learning to be a closer observer like that will be. It just depends on your goal, you know? Glenn Vilpu almost always talks about getting the total first and basically always starts with, yeah, a gestural sketch. Exactly. And every industry pro is going to have a different approach too. So yeah, but I think it's important to find what works for you and what helps you meet your own goals. Personally, I get a lot more out of defining shape before I get into the detail. Like, even when I'm drawing, like, for fun myself, right? Like, if I were gonna do, like, a person pose, I typically tend to, like, block out the, you know, the big shapes first and then add details. And that way I can check for proportion before I get too involved in, you know, anything else. This is a terrible example, but you see what I mean? Like, checking for proportion between head and shoulders and rib cage and hips and legs. Like, getting all that right before I jump into anything else helps me. Oops, we're in an ad break. Okay, I did not see that coming. Let's pause and take a little stretch break. If you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to stretch with me. Ugh. Good stretch. So I'm gonna arch my back, push my shoulder blades together, and hold for about 20 to 45 seconds, excuse me. And that's supposed to be, like, a good amount of time to really flex and stretch. Let's see, it is 10 o'clock, so we're gonna go for another half hour or so after the ads, and then we will get into what you guys have done. I'm gonna try and keep it to about an hour and a half today for the warm-up studies, just because I have a lot to do to prep for this afternoon, and I want to give myself ample time to do it, so. But yeah, arch the back, push the shoulder blades together, and hold. I usually just use the ad counter. I think I've got like 5 seconds left. Cool. Thank you, Pyro. Yes, that is what's happening this afternoon for sure. It might be a little chaotic, so come prepared, chat. Alright, and relax. Okay, so by basically what you're doing is you're taking your hunched posture, you're overcorrecting, pushing those shoulder blades back together and flexing, and then you relax. And that's just gonna kind of, over time, straighten your posture back out to what it needs to be. And yeah, hopefully helps. I also want to do a little carpal tunnel stretch. Let me see if you guys can see my hand. There we go. So if you're new around here and you haven't done this one before with us, you just take your hand, hold it out like, you know, next to your body or whatever, and then you're gonna rotate, flip your hands upside down, and then gently pull your fingers and your thumb toward your body, keeping your arm kind of straight. If this hurts, you can also do the prayer pose, guys. Do the prayer pose. That one helps too. But again, about 20 to 45 seconds on both hands for this, and this is supposed to be a good stretch for like tendinitis and such. Any kind of like carpal tunnel pain, this can relieve that. Just kind of stretches out those tendons and those areas that are getting tight. I'm trying really hard not to have wrist and finger injury and pain. I've been noticing a little bit of wrist like weirdness. But it doesn't send, so far, has not been happening when I'm drawing, so that's good. Alright, I think we're almost out of ads. 4 seconds till we're out of ads, I think, and then I will start drawing again. Yes, chaos indeed, Pyro. Chaos indeed. Alright, welcome back from ads. If you were stuck in an ad, thank you for watching it if you did, but no worries if you did not. And thank you to anybody who has subbed and avoided ads, or turbo. I appreciate all of that. All of that is good support. Honored that anybody would spend any of their bandwidth here. Alright, time to pick a new one. I'm gonna keep them loose today, I think. These might be my last two. We'll see. I don't know. Pyro shooting for the stars today with the prediction. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see. It's always a little harder, I think, to predict when I do the figure studies, because sometimes I do very quick gesture studies when we do these days, and I'll do like 10, and then sometimes I'll do like the longer. It's hard for me to predict too, because I just sort of do what I feel, so sorry for anybody who I'm letting down, or you've learned your lesson on figure studies. Yeah. Sometimes I sometimes tend to do a bit more on these because I don't get as precious with them, and I usually don't color them. You're waiting on those 30s gestures? Oh gosh. What was the most I've ever done on a gesture? Does anyone know? I haven't ever counted, actually. I think on some of the figure study ones I know I've done at least 10 before, maybe 15. Because when I do the little 30-second ones, they're usually really small drawings, and they go pretty fast, obviously. Because, you know, 30 seconds. Oh, you're waiting on the 30-second gestures. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, it took me a second. Sorry. I got there eventually. So yeah, as I'm drawing this, I'm basically just thinking about the anatomy. I'm thinking about like what's going on underneath, right? I'm thinking about like, you know, where the bones, how the bones are connecting, where the muscles are connecting, like why they're casting certain shadows. All that stuff is kind of stuff you start thinking about over time the more you study any kind of anatomy, not just human. But I think because it's human, right, we tend to be a little more, I don't know, I think we tend to be a little more critical, like we can see the issues in it more when it's a human as opposed to like an animal, because we're not used to being hypercritical or constantly analyzing animal appearances, right? He's got his foot at like a weird angle back there. It's like kind of on his side or something. It's weird. It's painful. Just do 3, don't pressure yourself. You think, Ungoy? Well, I have 4 references pulled up, so I'm probably gonna do at least 4. I can't imagine why you would only be wanting me to do 3. Could there possibly be an ulterior motive there, Ungoy? But what if it's good for me to do more than 3? Y'all trying to rig it. Are we gambling? Yes, we did the prediction. We do predictions sometimes. I actually remembered to start one today. My poor mods didn't have to do it for me. Just honestly, oops, I'm just trying to find a way to help you spend your channel points. So I'm trying to remember to do predictions at the start of stream. You can only get in on the predictions for the first 30 minutes. We usually do a 30-minute prediction, and then you just have to wait till the end of the stream to see how it turns out, basically. It's like 50-50 whether or not I'll remember to... Finish the prediction? Margot, hey, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate your rating. How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. We're doing some figure studies this morning. Oops, that's not figure studies. That's a silly game we play. Beckman, how are you? I see that you found the game voting. If anybody has channel points they want to burn, there's a little voting thing in the channel points section. You can choose between my next... I'm going to do a game stream. It'll probably be in like 2 Sundays from now. Because I'll be out of town next week. But Okami is one option, which we have played half of and still need to finish. Or I could do Casey's Choice, which is, I think, probably going to be Book of Travels. So, you have a channel point or two to spend. Well, thank you, Bickman, first of all, for having channel points. And thank you for spending them. Margot, how did your stream go? What did you get up to? BJ, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Margot. I appreciate that so much. Oh, shoot. I just realized I forgot to do the sub-zoo with Zix. Zix, are you still here? I'm so sorry. And also Margot, if you're not already in the sub-zoo, if you'd like to be in the party animal sub-zoo, we're doing a party animal theme. I'm gonna write your name down. Let me know if there's an animal you'd like to be, if you're not already in here. But yeah, we did a partner party sub-zoo. So party animal sub-zoo. If you'd like to join the party, I'll probably give you a party hat or a balloon or something. If anyone's wondering, the way you get in here is you sub or gift a sub. Since BJ usually doesn't claim his gift subs, I'm just guessing he's gifting you the sub doodle. So if you want the sub doodle, let me know. Any animal, it doesn't have to be a real animal. And there's me, I'm the zookeeper. I'm keeping things under control, don't worry, chat. 6 is on the list. Okay, that's what I thought. But just in case, I'll make sure I write down. But yeah, Margot, if you have anything you want to share, if you have to raid and run, no worries. But if you'd like to show off any work, I'd love to show it here on stream. I'm just gonna write your name down so I don't forget. Anyone who doesn't claim a subdoodle will get put on the missing animals list at the end of the month. So it'll just be like a list, like a wanted sign, like a wanted poster that I'll pin to a tree or something in the doodle. But anyway, let's see. But yeah, hi everybody. By the way, my name is Casey. If you're still here from the raid, thank you so much for sticking around. For those who may or may not know, I'm well, I was recently, some of you even helped with this, so I just want to say thank you for anyone who missed it. I recently got partnered here on Twitch, and it was because of generous lurkers like yourselves, so thank you for lurking and helping to make that happen. You'd love to be a frog? Absolutely. And I was just gonna say, if anyone is curious about when the Save the Vikita Day is, which that is the reason I was pushing, so that I could apply for the front page, stay tuned. It's gonna be sometime in October, but I haven't gotten an official date yet. So, yeah. Stay tuned if you're curious about that. But while I'm waiting to see if Margot has anything to share, I'll just do a quick little show and tell of my work if you haven't been here before. Like I said, my name is Casey. Right now we're doing this thing called the Art Gym. Feel free to study along if you want. We're going to show and tell everyone's studies at the end of stream. If you decide to do figure drawing, just make sure that it's, you know, work safe so I don't get in trouble here. I try to keep it work safe and PG and all that stuff here on the stream. And then I also do illustration. So here's some illustration stuff. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of prints made soon. So if you like any of these, they might be showing up on my shop in the near future. And hopefully also, if I can make it into any shows this year, they'll be coming with me to conventions. So yeah, stay tuned. But this is the type of stuff I tend to do. Here's a vaquita, a porpoise, the world's smallest and most endangered cetacean. Did a little image featuring the vaquita last year. And yeah, anyway, I do this kind of stuff in the afternoon. Although sometimes we do special events, like this afternoon. We're actually doing something called Camp Chaos. So if you want to come hang out for Camp Chaos, we're doing a character camp, which I can show you guys. Wow. Sorry, I don't know why it made that sound. That terrified me. I apologize if anybody else got scared. Here are some past character camps, some examples. The most recent one was this one. Basically, the way it works is chat will pick the words, and I will design, and we will all design characters based on those words. We had Fluffy, Winged, Ethereal, and Seasoned for that one. Our first one was Superstitious, Athletic, and Messy. This one was Gaudy, Mystical, Horned, and Mischievous. And this other one was Frightening, Hairless, Tense, and Wispy. So we've done these a few times. I'm trying to get better at character design, so that's why we're doing it. But this afternoon we'll be doing camp-themed characters. Right now we paused character camp during the partner push because I just didn't think I'd have time to stay on top of all that and do the partner push stuff. But now that the partner push is over, we're going to be back to doing it twice a month, I think is kind of what I've been doing. I really want to get better at characters, so I'm trying to do it as often as I can. So, yeah. It's usually been every other Monday. So, like, I'll just pick a Monday and then we'll do it every other Monday. So, I think next month it'll be the 2nd and the 4th Monday, probably. Although I may just do it one time next month. I don't know. We'll see. Because I am going to be out of town a couple of weeks next month. And I got to make sure I get all my projects done, too. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. And it's been really fun to see all the characters and stuff that people come up with. Oh, I also do sculpting. I forgot to say that. So here's a sculpture. You guys haven't seen the sculpture before? Yeah, we do sculpting on the last stream of the month. Ooh, which is actually coming up. I think we're doing that Wednesday. Wednesday will be our sculpting stream. So Wednesday afternoon, if you want to come sculpt with me, I've got a winged serpent I'm trying to finish up. So hopefully we'll get that done on Wednesday, and then I can bake it, and then we can paint it on the next month's stream. So anyway, thanks again, Margot. I really appreciate it. You're trying to get the photo posted. It's ready? Okay, cool. No worries. Yeah, you have great timing because I was just about to go peek. Let me go over to Blue Sky. Margot, there you are. Oh my gosh, it's coming out so cute. You guys, look at what Margot made. If you're not following Margot Simone, look at the cute little mouse wheels. Oh my gosh, I love that idea so much. It's so dang cute. Margot, this is just the cutest. So for those who missed it, Margot and I actually did a co-stream not too long ago where Margot came and showed us all how to watercolor. Hopefully, once I can get my my new camera arms set up, I'll be able to do some traditional media studies in the mornings. I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully watercolor will be one of the mediums I get to use. But Margot is a fantastic watercolor artist and just has a very cute style. You guys should definitely go follow Margot Simone if you aren't already. Also, just a very, very sweet person and very cozy streams. One of my favorite, like, just waking up streams. Margot's usually starting streaming at like 6 a.m. for me, and that's about when I start waking up, so I just, like, will pop in sometimes and just listen to art chat at Margot's while I'm groggily getting my eyes open. But Margot does great work, and you guys should all go follow. So thanks again, Margot, for that raid. That was really kind of you. And I'll give you another shout out now that we're looking at your work so people know who to follow. So you guys, yeah, go click that name right there. Make sure you follow Margot Simone. Super cute, right, Hoolery? And also, hi, Hoolery. How are you? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, of course. And here's Margot's Blue Sky as well. If you want to go follow Margot's Blue Sky, make sure you do that too. Margot is one of the art streamer artists on my Twitch art stream, like art starter pack. So if you go to my profile and go to the starter pack tab, you'll see a whole bunch of Twitch artists listed there that people can follow. You just woke up and have coffee in hand. Well, excellent, excellent. We're all just barely making it. Cheers. No, I'm doing okay. I need to do a bunch of things at my apartment, and so I'm just a little tired. There's a lot of things happening for me right now. But anyway, if you have coffee, if you're just waking up, cheers to you. Cheers to you. You have to jump into lurk? No worries, Margot. Thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate that. Have a lovely lurk, and thank you for lurking. I really appreciate you bringing your community here and trusting me with them. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pyro. Oh, so many things. The TwitchCon fund. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is a TwitchCon fund, but I appreciate you doing all that, Pyro. I still don't really know how to like talk about it because I feel like I should be offering something before I ask people for money. But if anybody wants to help me get to TwitchCon, I guess yeah, there is a TwitchCon fund on the Ko-fi page. I might, like I was saying earlier, I might do some kind of like sketchathon or like micro. I'm so confused about the macro thing now. Some micro commission stuff might be coming up next month or maybe in September. Probably not next month. I've got so little time in August. Oh, so little time for lots of things, really. Draw! Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for popping in. It's good to see you. We're doing some figure studies right now. How are you doing? There's another person you guys should be following here on Twitch. If you aren't already, is Draw Curiosity. Science communicator and just very bubbly personality here on Twitch. I'm good. We were just talking about how I'm a little sleepy. a little sleep deprived, but I'm pretty good. We're doing some figure studies for the art gym. The art gym is like despite what it looks like, it's not always drawing people. Sometimes we do animals. So like the other day we did orcas for World Orca Day. But it's just like a study session where we talk about anatomy and talk about how to like apply anatomy to all kinds of things, not just organic forms, but like we did truck studies the other day. I need to work on costume design, so I did some costume studies. I'm just trying to get better at lots of things, basically, and I need accountability. And so I'm, opening that door for anyone else who needs it. Holy cow, you guys, stop. Why are you... You guys don't have to donate on the Ko-fi. But anyway, and for anyone coming in from the raid, too, I don't think I explained what Art Gym was, so... You guys, see, Pyro, thank you, but I appreciate that. Who is that? Sharing and Hoolery Schmoolery, you guys, thank you. TwitchCon or bust. Yeah, I'm gonna be at TwitchCon, but I'm not, as of right now, I did not get a table, I didn't get a booth at Twitch at Artist Alley. So I'll be on some panels, which is really exciting, but I'm not actually gonna be able to make any money back for the trip, which I was kind of banking on. So if anyone is interested in helping me make up the difference in the loss of time at my day job and then not being able to stream, like that's pretty much what the Ko-fi fund is going to help pay for room and board. So if anybody's interested in doing that, oh my goodness, let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. TwitchCon or bust, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharing and Hoolery. That was really, really sweet of you both. Very kind. My goodness, thank you. I was just making sure I didn't miss anyone over there. You guys are very sweet. I appreciate the assist. You'll be at TwitchCon too. Nice, nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to meet a lot of people. Are you gonna be doing like anything fancy that you can talk about? Or are you just attending? I'd love to. Hopefully, I'll get to meet you, Draw, and a bunch of other people. I'm excited to meet like a lot of the science community, a lot of the art community. I guess one of the good things about not being tied to a booth is that I will be able to like walk around and actually like interact with people and talk to other artists. I'll probably spend most of the time in Artist Alley, I'm not gonna lie. Probably a majority of my time will be spent there for at least a day. Because I just want to like get to know more streamers, get to know more artists, and it'd be really cool to get to, I don't know, just connect with people who I wouldn't otherwise know. Take lots of pictures, I will. Hey Easel, how are you? Thank you so much for dropping in. But I'm also excited to meet like some other panelists or some other science streamers. You'll be at TwitchCon, you really wanted to go this year? Oh, but you got waitlist for a panel. Well, you never know. Maybe I'm about to ask to see if I can get on the wait list for an art booth. So maybe we'll both get lucky. But even if not, I'm sure you'll have a good time. And I'm excited to like, I don't know, this is the first year that I've ever actually just like attended a convention. So I just attended Denver Fan Expo in July, or at the start of July, yeah. And it is still July. Holy cow, this year. And I had never done that before, and it was actually, it was good in like a way that I wasn't expecting. I'm just so used to like being in like seller mode, like when I'm at a convention, that it's kind of weird for me not to be like selling something. But it was really cool to just like walk around and get to meet people, frankly. I think that was kind of something I haven't been able to do much of. So hopefully you'll get to do that and I'll get to do that too. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm also kind of looking forward to maybe getting some ideas on like IRL rigs, because I know that like basically everybody at TwitchCon is streaming the whole time. And so I'm curious like what good setups look like. I would like to invest in an IRL rig so I can take you guys on a sketch hike or something. But I'm like hesitant to purchase anything because I don't really know what I need. I don't know. Part of me kind of wanted to purchase a little makeshift IRL rig before I go to TwitchCon, just so if I was able to, like maybe I could stream TwitchCon with you guys, or maybe even go to the zoo and stream and do like a sketching stream at the zoo. I think would be really, really fun. But I also just kind of want to run around the zoo and look at everything too. So I don't know, guys. But I'm excited. I've never been to California. I've heard lots of good things about San Diego. Everyone keeps telling me like it's the best part of California. Maybe they're biased, I don't know. Maybe I'm only talking to people who live in San Diego. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go. I'll need like 2 days to see the zoo. That's kind of what I'm thinking. My friend who lives there has told me that she recommends if I go with a bunch of people, like somebody just like maybe me getting a pass, like getting a membership, and then just splitting that membership cost with everybody to get us all in. So hands need to be busy. Oh no, no worries, Draw. Thank you so much for lurking. You've heard about Bella Box. Oh, okay, I'll look into that. Thank you. I'm assuming that's like a streaming setup. And guys, make sure you go follow. Draw Curiosity. We got to meet here on Twitch a few months ago. I think maybe through Science Streams. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, you guys should also go follow Be Easel. There's lots of cool folks you should be following, frankly. You like San Diego and Northern California? I really want to see the redwoods. Aren't there some sequoias near San Diego too? Or am I I'm probably totally off base with that. Yeah, it was Science. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to distract you. I know you're trying to lurk. But thank you for popping by. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any suggestions for San Diego. But yeah, if anyone has recommendations on like, even if it's just like restaurants I should go to. I don't get a lot of fresh seafood, and so I'm really excited to maybe get some good seafood. Because everywhere I've ever lived has been at least 8 hours or more from an ocean. So seafood's not really been something that I have a lot of like great experience with. Probably get some fish tacos while I'm there. I've heard that Baja Mexican food is big in San Diego. Yeah. Oh, you grew up in San Diego, Hoolery. Is that right? Yeah, if you have recommendations, I would love to hear them. Torrey Pines, not sequoias. Oh, okay. Okay. The Torrey Pines. Got it. Got it. So for some reason I thought there was something close by, but maybe not, yeah. Never realized San Diego Zoo was so big till I went to other zoos. Oh my gosh, Trader Joe. Trader Joe, looky what you got. Hey, look, we're twins. Congratulations. Trader Joe also just got partnered. Trader Joe is another art streamer that was pushing for partner around the same time as me, and looky. That's awesome. The stress is over. Was it just me, or did you feel an immediate? You weren't like, I don't know about you. I wasn't necessarily so much excited as I was relieved. I was like, oh thank goodness, and no more stress. Congratulations. Well done. I knew you were gonna get it. It seemed, yeah, so relieved, right? Yeah, that was my first feeling. I was like at my day job and I was just like, I saw the email. I was like, oh, okay, what's next? Well, congratulations, guys. Go follow Trader Joe, another lovely artist here on Twitch. Yes, it was a relief. It's weirdly relieving. Yeah. He melted into a puddle. Well, I was really busy at the day job, so I didn't have the luxury of melting, but I was like, okay, just like mentally off the checklist of like things that I need to accomplish before XYZ can happen. Because for me, now the next step is applying to the front page for Save the Vaquita Day, which I'm still waiting. For anyone who's curious, I'm still waiting on hearing a day for that. It's gonna be sometime in October. I'm hoping it's not during TwitchCon. If it's during TwitchCon, or if it's during another convention I'm possibly going to in October, I might have to stream on a day that's not Save the Vaquita Day, which will make me sad. But it would also give me an opportunity to hype up Save the Vaquita Day potentially. But we'll see. I still need confirmation on when that is before I can actually apply. So we're just kind of waiting. That was. You never have to worry about number counting. I know, it's such a relief. Like, it's such a relief to not have to look at the numbers. Like, I actually have the numbers, so I didn't know this until someone told me. But if you like double click your numbers on Twitch, or if you just click them on OBS, it actually hides your numbers, so you don't have to actually see them. Which is just like, I can't even tell you how nice it is to not have to worry about that anymore ever again. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out still. I really appreciate the company. You totally understand. Yeah. You have to go into lurk mode. We have a birthday in the house tomorrow. Well, Sharing, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being here. And thank you again so much for offering to help with the Camp Chaos session. That's so sweet. I'm excited. For anyone who isn't aware, here's a little preview. I do have a Camp Chaos t-shirt on right now. I'll be showing it off later on stream, but this afternoon I'm doing this Camp Chaos session. So if you want to come back for a lot of art chaos, we're designing characters with a camp theme. So Here is the Chaos links if you want to learn more about what Camp Chaos is. And here's my specific session if you want more info. But I'm excited. It's very likely that you'll go to TwitchCon. Oh my gosh, no way, Trader Joe. Yeah, I'll see you there then. I'm still hoping I can get on the wait list and maybe get an Artist Alley booth. I'm not optimistic that they'll actually give it to me, but I'm hoping, you know, that they might consider it. So I haven't given up complete hope on an Artist Alley booth. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna be asking to see if I can get on that wait list probably tomorrow. I wanted to wait till I had the partner check mark just in case that helped. And yeah, thank you guys for lurking, because who knows, maybe that still helps. I have no idea how they decide these things. I'll just take whatever I can get, but I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hey, HDMZ, how are ya? It's good to see ya. Yes, baking is art. That's true. That's true. We did a baking stream one time. You're fighting a migraine this weekend, Easel. I'm so sorry, Easel. I feel like you've been having a lot of health stuff lately. I hope you're doing okay. Take care of yourself, friend. Also, another fantastic artist you guys should be following, if you aren't already, is Easel, our friend Easel here in chat. We had the honor of doing a co-stream with Easel. Learned oil painting together. Well, okay. I learned oil painting. Easel was patiently explaining oil painting. But Easel is fantastic. Extremely immaculate vibes here on Twitch. And also just an incredible hyper-realist, honestly. So make sure you go give Easel a follow if you aren't already. Yeah, Easel is a fantastic artist. I agree. You're a work in progress health-wise. I'm so sorry. Boy, do I know how that goes. Oh gosh. I really wish health wasn't what it is, you know? But I hope you have the resources to be able to actually, you know, take care of yourself and stuff, Easel, so. I'm glad you're taking breaks as needed and all that good stuff. Easel is always a fun stream to hang out in, yeah. If you've ever wanted just like pure caffeine in human form, there's 2 streamers on Twitch that well, maybe 3. Definitely at least 2 streamers on Twitch that I recommend. If you just need some caffeine, like if you just need to feel really hyped and really energized, Easel, beat Easel for sure. Just has more energy than I even understand. Like how you contain it all in one human body. And also Cup of Joe. Probably some of the most high energy art streamers here on Twitch. Easily. It's impressive. It is impressive, yeah. And just like, also Easel actually manages to get work done on stream, which, okay, for all the art streamers in chat, raise your hand if you feel like when you stream, you just get less work done somehow. Like, any artist on Twitch who manages to actually get work done, I'm like, teach me your ways. Like, how are you so productive? Oh my gosh, Hoolery, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you gifting that sub to Trader Joe. Hoolery, I don't know if you know this, we have a thing here where when you purchase a sub, whether it's for yourself or someone else, you can be in the sub zoo. So Hoolery, are you already in here? Are you on the wait list? Oh, you're on the wait list. Well, Hoolery, if you want, you can gift that sub doodle as well. So let me know if you wanted to gift that to Trader Joe. But thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being a part of the sub zoo already. I'm gonna catch up on this probably after Camp Chaos today. So we're gonna do Camp Chaos, we're gonna do the character camp, and then if I need a break, I'm just gonna work on Sub Zoo. That's what I've decided. So that's what's happening this afternoon. Give it to Joe. All right, Joe's going on the missing animals list. Trader Joe, if you'd like to be in the Sub Zoo, let me know what animal I can draw you as. It doesn't have to be a real animal. It can be a fake animal. But if you have a favorite animal, I'm happy to draw you as a little animal in the Sub Zoo. Here's me. I'm the zookeeper. To get a colored one, if anyone's curious, it's 5 gift subs at once, or if you increase your sub tier, which I think is about the same cost, it might even be cheaper if you increase your sub to tier 2, that will get you color. So anyway, those are the ways to get color, and then anything above that is just like color and you start triggering giveaways, because I don't know what else to do. But yeah, I'll put your name on the missing animals list for now, so you just let me know, Trader Joe. Mm. Staying productive on stream. I mean, so there are some art streamers who manage to be super productive and chatty. There's some art streamers who just focus, like the whole stream is just focus time, and that's fine too. I think it's like every community kind of creates the stream that it's looking for, I guess. You like snakes? Okay, we'll make you as we don't have a snake in the sub-zoo. We actually just did a snake study for Art Gym. So I have practiced snakes recently. Do you want to see my snake study? Even if you don't, I'm probably just going to show you anyway. Here's our snake day. We did for World Snake Day last week. We did some snake studies. Look at this little cutie! The blunt-headed tree snake. We also learned about the Arabian sand boa, which is probably the cutest snake you've ever seen in your life. So if anyone's afraid of snakes, go look up the Arabian sand boa and you will not be afraid anymore. Just letting you know. Treat yourself, yes! John, the fine painter art, thank you. I get to eat cheese. So the treat yourself redeem, I'm supposed to have like a special treat around, and cheese is pretty special. I don't always have cheese around. I'm very excited to have some cheese. Actually, my roommate gifted me. You guys, here's how you know this is like a real thing. It's not just me being dumb for stream. My roommate is, as you know, you guys, moving out. And for my birthday, which, you know, she was really busy moving and stuff, but I opened the fridge one day and there's a giant block of Tillamook cheese there with a birthday card. I was like, yes, this is all I want. It was so kind. So I've been enjoying the Tillamook cheese. So nice. You wish you had some cheese? I know, right? Don't we all? John Define. I always eat it too fast. I always eat it so fast. Knows the way to my heart. Such a good cheese. I agree. Yeah. What's your favorite cheese, chat? I might be buying some more. Somebody very generously donated to my cheese fund earlier. Yeah, a block of cheese. Because cheese is expensive, you guys. It's only kind of a joke that any tips go to the cheese fund. Because, like, honestly, I don't always have cheese around. You had Havarti recently and thought of streaming. I showed you that I had it, right? That I finally had some Havarti. I went to Sprouts up the road and got some Havarti. It was very good. I need to find a place to get, like, fancy cheeses that's less expensive, though. Does anyone have recommendations? You default to sharp cheddar? I do love a sharp cheddar. Trader Joe's is unexpected cheddar. I've never been to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe. I have been to Trader Joe's stream, but the Trader Joe. For anyone, don't be confused, chat. Trader Joe, does that happen to you a lot? Do you get Trader Joe's a lot from the American audience? You love Trader Joe's? Yeah. It's like cheddar and parm together. Oh, nice. Hey, Cold Case, how are you? I'm sorry I missed you saying hi in chat. Your name is a pun, so I love when I have perfect. Is it intentionally based on Trader Joe? Is it really? Or is that just a coincidence? I think I missed something in chat. Hold on. Oh, nice. I hope your prints are going well. Cold Case. It's good to see you. So I've never been to a Trader Joe's. I've never been near one, and the nearest one to me here in the Denver area is like 40 minutes away. Wait, I thought you shop at Trader Joe's. No, it's really far. I've never been to one. I need to. Everyone keeps telling me to. Maybe when you go to Cali, there's... Oh, nice! Are there a bunch in Cali? There is one down here. But like I said, it's really far, so I don't go. Usually, if I go somewhere fancy, I go to H Mart. But they had them in Texas, I just never went. But I feel like the stores I go to most often are usually Sprouts or King Soopers, which is basically Kroger. It's like the Colorado version of Kroger. H Mart is so... Oh my gosh, H Mart has some of the best deals on produce, I feel like. So delicious. Alright, should I do one more? I think I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more really fast one. And then we're gonna look at what you guys did in chat. So if anyone is studying along, cheese importers. Yes, you keep talking about that place, Miss Caprical. The place is like a French bistro style outside. Oh man. Do you guys want to draw some cheese at cheese importers? That would be super fun. There's a place kind of near where I live called Cheese Ranch. And I keep meaning to go there, but I feel like it's in such an expensive place in Denver. It's out in Golden. I feel like it's gonna, I don't know, just be like more costly to buy cheese there. They opened up a new Trader Joe's recently. Oh, really? I need to see where that is. I'll be sure to look into that. Maybe it's closer to me, because the one that they have now is, it's probably like way to the north or something, I would imagine. Yeah, I need to get in on some Trader Joe's. Everybody keeps telling me how great it is. Okay. Jumpy guy. Let's draw the jumpy guy. This will be my last one. I like a good dynamic pose. This looks like fun. Well, it looks really hard, but, you know. He looks like he's having fun at least. Oh, thank you for, I always forget how long my lurk and unlurk. I've thought about changing them to make them shorter, but some people seem to like the long story. So I'm like, should I change it? What do you guys think, chat? Do I need to shorten my lurk and my unlurk, or should I keep it? I feel like it's only probably detrimental if you're on mobile, because I think it probably takes up the whole chat, would be my guess. It's mostly for the mobile viewers that I'm thinking about changing it. Okay. Let's do one more. You just shopped at Trader Joe's and H Mart? I mean, they're good choices. You're on mobile and you don't mind? Okay. You like them? Okay. I just worry. I'll get you Trader Joe's chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh no, that sounds dangerous. I'm already addicted to the chocolate peanut butter cups at Sprouts. I basically have to tell myself I can only buy them if it's a special occasion. So I bought some on my birthday. And that was what I had for some treats, but I didn't, I can't just like have them around, you know? That's like, for me, chocolate and peanut butter is that combination that I can't not eat it. It's just, if it's around, it's getting eaten, you know? That's just how it is. Whatever you do, just do 3 studies this morning. Well, Ungoy, I hate to break it to you, but I don't know how your counting is going, but we're on study number 5, it looks like right now. They're probably cheaper at Trader Joe's. Are they really? See, that does interest me. So from everything I've heard, Trader Joe's basically just sounds like cheaper Sprouts. It's like fancy specialty foods, but like maybe not as expensive, because I don't buy a lot of stuff at Sprouts other than produce and some bulk stuff. Just because everything else there is so pricey for what you get. But I do love a good snack store. That's like half of why I like H Mart. Is just, if you've never been to H Mart, chat, go. There's so many snacks. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I did not make it to the mic in time for that sneeze. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Oh gosh, everything is less expensive in this round. Okay, great. Hoolery, you are selling it. You are selling it for sure. Westminster is the newest location. That is closer to me than the other location, Miss Caprical. Oh no, I may be going to Trader Joe's sooner rather than later, chat. We'll have to see. I'm going on a camping trip at the end of August. And I'm meeting up with some friends who live out in Westminster, and might have to stop there on the way. I'm trying to go to H Mart. Serious, get H Mart. Yeah, I know it's really good. You don't have an H Mart where you live. Oh, bummer. We have actually quite a few different types of Asian markets here in Colorado, or at least in the Denver area. There's H Mart. There's, I think, like Ocean Market, I think is the other one, and then there's a few like Vietnamese ones. So you get like a little bit different stuff at each one, but Westminster, no, there's so many places. There's so many places here in the US that are like named after places in the UK. Maybe you do. Yeah, it's, oh man. So if you go to H Mart, you gotta go to their snack aisle. And also their produce is great. And Almost every H Mart I've been to will sell you a 3-pound bag of dried mangoes, like dried mango slices, for like $10. It's such a good deal for that kind of thing. I almost always get that bag when I go to H Mart because it's like most places you get like half a pound for like $7 at the regular grocery store. So it's like, as somebody who loves mangoes, it is basically a no-brainer for me. Is there a 99 ranch in Colorado? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's on Sheridan. Okay, cool. Thank you, Miss Caprical. Broomfield has Ocean Market. Yeah, I've been to that one. There's a Canadian Asian market called TNT. Interesting. What does Casey Mom like? Casey Mom likes all the things that Casey likes. I don't know. Probably snacks. You'd have to drive over an hour to go to an H Mart. Oh, that is kind of far. I don't know if it's worth that. Maybe if you find yourself in that area, I would say definitely check out the H Mart. Those are candied mangoes. That's true, they are candied mangoes, but they're still really good. And they're still a lot cheaper than other mangoes. Although I do prefer the uncandied ones. Casey's mom likes stream chaos from chat. Wait, what? Wait. I mean, probably. I think she likes to watch the chaos happen to me. I don't know if, I don't know if she would know how to handle chaos in, you know, in her general direction. But to be fair, I don't really know how to handle it either. So I just kind of flail. All right, I'm struggling with this pose a little more than I thought I would. You looked up 99 Ranch. Is it like a 99-cent store? Is that what it is? You have to be careful with dried mangoes. Can't have any sulfur products. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I guess they do tend to have a lot of sulfur in them. 99 Ranch is an Asian market chain. Huh. I've never heard of them. I'll have to go next time I'm in DFW. I'll have to go check it out. I just find that the prices, like you can actually find affordably priced things so much easier at Asian markets. Like the number of snacks, like big bags of snacks of things that I bought for under $2. It's like the 90s again. Like, what's going on? Everything's actually affordable? What? They have unsulfured dried mangoes at Trader Joe's. Ooh, but how much are they, Hoolery Schmoolery? Because the ones at H Mart are $10 for 3 pounds. And I, being a poor person, always am looking for a deal. But I do love a good, nice, unsulfured dried mango as well. I think it's the one my friends have been talking about. Nice. Small bags, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's more standard. But I'm still excited for Trader Joe's. I'll still be looking. No worries. No worries. If they have snacks that are reasonably priced, I will be there. I'm all about a reasonably priced snack. This is a very uncomfortable looking gymnast pose here. Okay, I'm gonna go about 2 more minutes and then we're gonna get into the Discord. So if anyone in the chat has some studies that you've been working on, get ready to share. So we're gonna be looking at those. Looks like it could be $5 for 6 ounces. Yeah, that sounds pretty standard. Buys his mango from Bezos. Wait, what? Oh, are you saying they have good deals on Amazon? What about some 30-second gesture? Oh my gosh, Pyro. Pyro, I have so much to do for Camp Chaos today. I don't want to spend too much time at the art gym. I'm just happy to have gotten any amount of workout in today. You can draw stick figures of humans. Hey, listen, we all have to start somewhere. We talk a lot about the stages of art here at the art gym. Everybody can, so the nice thing about art is it's a skill. It's a skill, and you just have to sit down and have like take the time to develop it. And some people want to do that, some people don't. But for those that want to develop that, we are here to encourage each other to get the bad drawings out, right? That's our motto for anyone who's new to the art gym. We're gonna struggle together, and they say it takes 1,000 bad drawings to make a good drawing. So come get your bad drawings out with me. That's what I'm doing. It's kind of interesting too to think about, because like no matter where you are in like the art journey, like everybody's always ahead of or behind somebody else. So like for somebody, they're gonna wish that they're gonna be able to do what you can do, and then for somebody else, they're gonna be a little bit further ahead, and you might be like, oh, I can't wait until I can get to that point. You and Anthony Wheeler have the same motto, do we? Yeah, it's funny. So the reason I have this motto is because it was literally, I wrote this on my to-do list when I first quit teaching to come try to be an illustrator, try to get into art. My goal was to start every day with 30 minutes of warm-up studies, because I was like, I need to get better, and the only way to get better is to practice. So I literally, on my to-do list, it said, get the bad drawings out. That was what it said, and I knew what it meant. Get the bad drawings out for 30 minutes. And I so rarely did it. I would say probably for the first like year or two of me trying to get into like freelancing, illustration and stuff, I maybe did it 5 times, where I would set a timer for 30 minutes and actually do warm-up studies. There was just something mentally, there was like a mental block there, and I just couldn't, just facing the process of improvement was daunting. And I just, in a way that I don't really know why, like looking back now, being so comfortable doing studies now, after like over a year of doing the art gym, I'm like, why did I built that up to be so much more than it was in my head for years, and just made it like this big obstacle on my to-do list. But that's why I made the motto of the art gym, get the bad drawings out, because I was like, all right, I clearly need accountability to do this, because I'm not getting it done on my own. I'm not doing the things I need to do on my own. So that's why I started the art gym, was so that I could have accountability buddies, basically like going to the gym, but with art. And so that's where the name the art gym came from. And hopefully I'll have some stickers made, actually, that I can take with me to TwitchCon. I'll be passing those out. And yeah, need to get them designed. But I do appreciate the accountability, everybody, because I wouldn't be doing these studies without you guys. I wouldn't. I just know I wouldn't, because I didn't for years. And for me, doing studies is a lot like going to the gym. I do a whole lot better with accountability. So thank you all for being my accountability buddies. Whether you're drawing or just lurking and supporting with your lurk, you're keeping me accountable, and I really, really appreciate that. You guys are helping me improve my skill and move a little bit further on my journey toward proficiency and being a professional artist. So I appreciate you all. However, on that note, we are going to get into what you guys have done. I'm going to go check out the art gym section of the Discord. So if anyone did a study, whether it was figure drawing or maybe you felt like doing something else today, you never have to draw what I'm drawing. The only request I have for art gym is that it's stuff done from reference, not just like a piece that you used reference to make, right? So like an actual, like the purpose of the image should be to study or to learn. The purpose of the image, if it's something else, it probably belongs in like art share, works in progress share, that kind of thing. But yeah, as long as it's like a foundational practice or a reference or direct observation, like heck, if you went out and actually drew in a physical sketchbook somewhere and drew something from life, you get extra points. Because that's really what's going to make you grow very fast. But we're going to get into that section of the Discord and kind of look at all that stuff for a few minutes here. So I think I'm going to call it here. Did my 5 studies today. Yeah. Let's see. Now I am fueled by social stigma. Probably, but wait, what does that mean? I forgot what I was saying. So I can't find non-candied mangoes around me, at least not decent price. A 2-pound bag for $30. That's not terrible, yeah. That's still probably more than I will spend, but you are someone else's goal, exactly. Everybody's at a different place along that art path, and we're all just kind of encouraging each other. Jack Lantern, thank you so much for the bits, and congrats, you found your pencil. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Oh, and you got us started on the bits bowl. Congrats. Okay, let's get into the art gym section of the Discord. I'm just gonna scroll really fast and make sure everything is work safe. I always have to be a little more careful on figure drawing day. So I'm just gonna kind of peek ahead and make sure nobody left anything too unconcealed here. So far, so good. These look great, guys. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so I'm gonna scroll up to the top and look at where we left off for last week, which was trucks. We did trucks. So here's how it works. I'm gonna get into the Discord and show you guys. Let me make sure you can actually see it. Everything below the one that I posted. So basically at the end of this session, I'll post my studies, and then anything posted after that, we'll look at tomorrow. So if you just got here, you were like, oh man, this sounds fun. I need to practice this. I'm sad I missed it. Well, here's the nice thing. You can still do it. You know, you have until tomorrow's art gym to get it to show up here on stream. So, you know, it'll be fine. Don't rush. Get what you need to out of your studies. That's the point I want to drive home. I don't want anybody rushing just to get their piece on the screen. We do this 3 days a week. Like, there's no hard deadline. Just, like, get what you need to out of it and then share. Okay. So we did, oh, you found it in the laundry. Oh my gosh. What is the art gym? Welcome in, Catacombs. So yeah, the art gym is what we just finished. Basically, I was just saying I call it the art gym because it's an accountability session. You can read about it right there in the chat. And we're about to get into the show and tell piece where people who've been drawing along, whether they did figure studies or something else, they can post their studies in the art gym section of the Discord, and then we'll look at it on stream. My only request again is that people make sure that what they're sharing in the art gym section is actually like for practice or for study. It's not necessarily like to show off finished work or work that was made for some other purpose. It's more the reason it's not that I won't get mad or anything. It's just that I want to encourage other artists to do studies because I need the encouragement. And I always feel like when I see you guys' studies, it makes me want to do more studies. And I think if we can just kind of, you know, keep building that accountability, sort of like fostering that desire to learn and that the acceptance of making bad drawings and struggling with something we don't know how to draw. I think the more we can have that kind of environment, the more progress everybody will see. So that's kind of the purpose of the art gym. But we do have lots of places to share art outside of the art gym section. So if you go into the Discord and you go down here, there's the monthly art showcase. You can do 1 piece per month per person. There you can share your social links, project links, whatever links you want to. It's just like a self-promo basically, but with art. So like it could be sculpture, a painting, digital, you know, something, whatever it is you're proud of that you worked on. And then down here in the sharing is caring section, we have a ton of like art sharing sections. We've got art share, works in progress share. If you want critique, there's crit share. And each one of these sections, if you go to the pins, it'll kind of explain what it's about and what belongs there. So if anyone's confused, the biggest one's probably in here because people get confused about what the art gym is a lot because we get a lot of new people who just like rush in here and just throw art in here. And so this is kind of what it's for, is for studies. So anyway, we're gonna go down below, everything below the trucks, and see what you guys have been doing. Oh, and we have 3 minutes till an ad. Okay. Oh, and if you're a streamer and you stream, let us know so we can shout you out. I know Eric Draws streams, did a truck study, a very stylized truck study, but a lovely truck study. Really great structure. Here, I love the stylization of the wheels, especially, but man, really nice structure here in the body of the truck. Can tell that this is not Eric's first time drawing a truck, unlike myself, where I just am like, well, time to ride the struggle bus pretty much perpetually. I think that's his name here on Twitch too. There we go. Go follow Eric Draws if you guys like this style. Eric does incredibly quick sketches, does lots of sketch requests on stream, and is just a fantastic artist. We got to raid him last week, but fantastic study here, Eric. Thank you so much for sharing it. I really appreciate you. Oh, when is the showcase? Yeah, so the showcase is usually the first. It's usually the first afternoon stream of the month. But this next month, that's actually not going to be until I think the 11th. I'm not totally sure, but I am going to be out of town, I believe, next week. So I'm on a little mini vacation next week. So the 11th is actually when the showcase will be, and I'll post that in the showcase room. Oh, and I probably need to update, actually. I have an event here at the top of the Discord, but I think I need to... Oh, no, that's for Camp Chaos. Okay, I need to make an event still for the showcase, and it'll have the date and the time there. So you can always, any event, you can always click interested, and it'll give you a ping whenever there's an event happening. Like today, we're doing Camp Chaos at 4 p.m. So if anybody wants to come back for that. Okay, next up is Moon Sky Runner. Moon Sky Runner. Love the use of black spotting. Yeah, no, Eric does such great stuff. Moon Sky is also a streamer here on Twitch, does a lot of great art, and has just gotten back into art streaming. Thank you so much for shouting out Moon Sky Brew. I appreciate that. Yeah. No worries about the delay. Oh yeah, it gives you plenty of time. Yeah, and I'm glad you found your pen. I know how stressful that can be. Yeah, I've lost mine for a while before too, and it's not fun. Some lovely looks like maybe bandmates. I know Moonsky's been into the K-pop Demon Hunter thing for a little bit, so you've been seeing a lot of art from that. But this looks so good. Lovely study from these references. Really nice, Moonsky. Thank you for sharing this practice with us. Sorry that... No, yeah, it's a stressful feeling. It's like up there with losing my phone for me. Like losing my tablet pencil or pen is just like, oh my gosh. No, my life. You know what I mean? So you're all good. I'm glad it worked out. But Moonsky, this looks fantastic. Lovely stuff. We only have 30 seconds until the ads, but I do want to... We'll just pause on this one for a minute. This is a cockatoo study for the Bird Whisperer Art Challenge from Charzia. Charzia is another incredible artist here on Twitch that you should absolutely be following, and we're going to hang out and admire this until after the ads are over. Oh, they're snoozed. Okay, never mind. We're good. Thank you. Thank you, Pyro. But yeah, Charzia also streams on Twitch, so you guys make sure you're following Charzia. Just beautiful stuff. Charzia has such a good handling of like light and value and structure, just like fantastic drawings. So if you aren't already following Charzia, we'll get Charzia a shout there. Make sure that you do. Don't miss Charzia's streams. Not just good at animals, pretty much good at drawing everything, and has such a lovely like shorthand style, like way that she draws everything. Like look at these leaves. I just love that. I love the way that they got painted in. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, just gorgeous. Lovely animal, lovely lighting, lovely artist that you should all be following. Let me see if I can find a bird. Is there a bird? Not a white bird. We can do a bird. Very lovely. Thank you so much, Charzia, for sharing a bird art challenge. It looks like, yeah, Bird Whisperer Art Challenge. I've heard of this. I haven't, there's a couple of like animal-based challenges out there, but yeah, go hang out with Charzia. I'm sure Charzia could tell you a lot more about it. Go follow Charzia on socials too, guys. Charzia's on Blue Sky, Charzia's on Instagram, Charzia's all over the place. Here we have HDMZ doing some figure studies. Let me see if there's like a human. Nope. Well, I tried. I tried to find an emote that would work. Ah, that one's perfect. These look great. Really nice, just like quick gestural kind of structural studies of proportion and movement and form. So this is a really good foundational study right here. If you are very new to drawing humans and to drawing anything really, breaking it down into shapes like this and studying where things are, yeah, they're stick figures, but they're stick figures, I would say, done very gesturally and done with very like clear intent to learn. I think these are fantastic, HDMZ. Doing a great job getting down proportion, especially like how the distance between the rib cage and the hips, for example. How, you know, where the joints are, you know, like basically the next step after this would be turning these lines into shapes, and then all of a sudden it would start looking like, you know, figure. But this is a great way to check for proportion, to check like, are the arms too long versus the legs, is the head too big or small versus the rib cage. Like this is going to help you a lot, kind of just understanding naturally where things belong and why. So great poses too. Yeah, HDMZ streams here on Twitch as well, so make sure you go follow HDMZ. Let's see. Moonsky, another one from Moonsky. We just gave Moonsky a shout, so hopefully you guys followed, but some lovely hand studies. Hands are notoriously difficult for people and robots to draw, it turns out. Lovely work on these. Really great references too, but these studies look fantastic. Really great structure to all of these, Moonsky. You did a great job. That's really funny. Couple of doodles in there too, but yeah, foreshortening on this hand. Holy cow. Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for sharing these hand studies. Had lots of problems with proportions. Hey, it's a problem for everybody, but you're doing a great job in like trying to break it down into its simplest form is a great first step to getting to proficiency with proportion, I say. So I think you're doing it right. And here we have Kuruwaya Vortex, a common swift, singing badly in the shower. Oh, okay, so this seems like it may have been just like a for fun drawing that reference was used for, so we're not going to spend too much time because it's a little bit more imaginative, but lovely. I mean, this is like a hard pose for sure, like a hard front view for sure on a bird. So that would definitely require reference, but it might be a little more imaginative than study, but still very, very cute. And Kudo does also stream here on Twitch, so make sure that you guys are following Storm Dragon Studios. But yeah, let's see. Lithium. We're trying to find and again, if anyone's not sure, if you're new, we want to make sure that we keep it to studies and foundational study practice in here, just so that we don't, I don't know, we want to keep the environment one of learning, for sure. This is great, Lithium. Sorry, I was just like comparing and looking at the, looking at the decisions you make. So it's helpful, like you don't always have to provide reference. Like I don't think we have all the references for these, obviously, but it's nice to see like where you're coming from, so that we can kind of understand like what decisions you are making as an artist, you know, to like, because here's the thing, you can have the same reference in front of every artist in the room, and they're all going to interpret the reference differently. You even see, like, you see this especially clearly whenever we're doing like live figure studies, for example. People can look at the exact same figure and have very different ways that they simplify the forms. So you've got your sketch here. So you got this one from Blue Line Sketch to something halfway decent. No, I think you did great. Humans are hard, but you had a great foundational sketch, and you did a great job looking at the values. So Lithium, keep it up. And I can't remember if Lithium streams. Shoot. If anyone knows, we'll get Lithium a shout out, but Lithium, lovely stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. Really, really, really lovely. I think you did a great job, and keep at it. That's the thing. We're all here trying to learn and struggle together. Learning how not just to copy a reference, but to actually learn from and study and remember things, to use an imaginative work. It would be fun to do something like give everyone a picture and have them draw it in like a stylized way and compare them, like a live draw this in your style. Yeah, Anthony Wheeler actually does something like that on his streams. I've never done that many draw this in your style challenges. I've kind of waffled a little bit. Christmas Cat, we've had a few requests to do like style studies here on stream, and I've thought about it. I'm not sure how to tackle that in a way that doesn't encourage imaginative drawing, I guess. And the other thing I think too is like for like style studies, I just kind of feel like everybody already does those. And I don't know what we need, like do you really need accountability to do fan art? You know, like do we really need accountability to like, I feel like almost all artists that I know started drawing because they would like draw from a Disney movie or draw from a comic or draw from like a stylized version of an artist's interpretation of a subject, right? And so I kind of go back and forth, but I do think style studies are important to do, absolutely, because that's part of how you find your own style, is you see how other artists have simplified, or how, like for example, Lithium, like you might look at the way Lithium has chosen to simplify things about this face to still make it readable. And that would be Lithium's style. And like doing studies of how other artists stylize will eventually help you find what you think helps you communicate the best. But yeah, I'm still like, and I think I feel weird doing like a style study of like an artist who's alive too. But there's some ideas out there, and I don't know, we could, if enough people are interested in doing a draw this in your style, I do think that's a really fun thing to do. We could talk about it for sure. I don't know. Yeah, like maybe it could be like at the end of a certain stream. We could just do the show and tell for it, and it could just be like a month-long thing where I don't necessarily do it all on stream. Because, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that. But yeah, if you're interested, if anyone in chat would be interested in doing some kind of a draw this in your style, that would be fun. I still need to do Anthony's. I know Anthony Wheeler does them every once in a while, and I am always like, oh, I should do that. And I always run out of time. Here's another one from HDMZ. It looks like some observational studies of objects. We have like a table, we have some clothing, we've got a skull. I'm not sure. A camcorder? Is that what this is? Is a camcorder? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a camcorder in a long time. Do they still make camcorders? You have a digital painting you're working on that's a portrait based on reference, but it's for art fight. Yeah, so the thing with Art Gym is like, it's not just using reference to make something. It's if the purpose, so if you click this pin, it kind of goes into, because this question comes up all the time, so thank you for asking. There's probably somebody else in chat who has the same question. I I would say anything drawn from observation with the intent of learning or practice is what I would call a study. So if the intent of the drawing is to learn or to struggle through something, I would say it counts. So we get people all the time who are like drawing multiple renditions of the same image because they're trying to study for a finished piece. So we have people who do like multiple studies of a subject before they go and do their actual drawing. So those studies are what we want to see because we want to encourage artists to do the struggle stuff. Yeah. ArtShare is a perfect spot for that. And then if you finish it and you want to show it off on stream, we do, like I said, a monthly art showcase. So if you have a finished piece that you are really proud of, we definitely have a few art fight pieces in there this month. We actually have an art fight thread too. If you go into ArtShare, there's like an art fight posts thread. I should have probably just made a channel. But if you go to the general, just like when you first join the Discord, go to the general section and click the pins. I pinned the link to the art fight threads. So if you want to join where everybody else is posting their art fight stuff, you should be able to find a link to it in there. But no, thank you for asking. Yeah, no, because we always have new folks and there's always a lot of confusion about all the stuff. So I try to make it clear, and it's not like it's super strict. Like I'm not gonna get mad. It happens all the time that people post in the wrong place. Like whatever, somebody might move it. But it's more for the art gym is just to like encourage people to do the hard work. To do the less fun stuff, basically, that come with art. It's like, this is the stuff we need accountability for. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, HDMZ, lovely studies. These are great. I don't know where you found a camcorder, but I love that you always show your actual real-life object studies. Like, this is so inspiring to me. And I know it inspires other people to see this, too. To, like, that you actually take this little sketchbook and you just go out and you sit and you draw things you see. It's so helpful to do, and I've definitely, even in the short time that I've been seeing you share these, I feel like I've seen improvement in your observational sketches. Like these feel really solid, and I think they're going to continue to get really solid. So thank you for sharing. Every time I think about pulling out my sketchbook, I think of you. I'm like, oh, I should be like HDMZ. I should pull out my little sketchbook and actually draw something that I'm seeing. So thank you for setting such a good example. The sketch notepad thing never left the car. That's great though. That's what you should do. Like mine stays in my bag that I take with me everywhere. I just don't ever take it out. But it's always with me in case I get inspired to do a sketch. But I don't think I've actually done any observational sketching in it since like May. So yeah, I need to do more. We are encouraging artists to struggle. Exactly. Exactly. You drew a mind camel once. I would love to see what that looks like, Hoolery. Don't know what that means. Fantastic stuff. You have a yard? You do an open yard sale every Sundays? I bet you do. That's a great place to see a like variety of objects for sure. Here we have some lovely studies from Dali. Dali Say MT, a fantastic artist here on Twitch. We'll get her a shout out too. If you guys aren't following Dali, just an incredible, incredible artist, newer streamer here on Twitch. So you may or may not be familiar with Dali, but has worked in the industry for a long time in like games and animation and stuff. Highly recommend. And just lovely observational studies here of back muscles specifically. Very, very tough. I struggle with back muscles a lot. I need to do more back and shoulder studies, honestly, because I feel like those little muscles, they're so hyper specific to like certain jobs, and it's hard for my brain to remember exactly what their purposes are and like where the shoulder blade moves to when you like lift your arm like that. It's just like, I don't know, you can feel it moving, but something about like the way it kind of slides under the muscles is so hard for me to like memorize for some reason. So I need to do more of these myself. Back is where I struggle there too. Yeah, guys, go follow Dali. We have Dali back in the chat here. Go follow Dali if you aren't already. Dali does incredible stuff. Also does some animation here on Twitch. Did a super cute Vaquita animation that I'm really excited to use for Vaquita Day. Yeah, thank you again for that, Dali. So precious. But go follow Dali Say MT. Just a fantastic artist. Another awesome artist here in the chat is Amaze. Amaze is always killing it. Lovely, very intense pose here that you found to do a study of, but really lovely structural drawing, Amaze. I am very confused about this foot. Oh, I see. The heel is like hidden in the pants. Yeah, this would be a tough one to parse out. Yeah, this is a cool pose. You guys go follow Amaze. Does comics, does animation, does character art, does it all basically. Posted in works in progress share. Kata, great. I'm excited to go see it. but you'll put it in the showcase when it's done. We would love to see it. And if you don't finish by the end of the month, we do a monthly showcase every month. So like with everything, you know, whenever you're ready to share it, we would love to look at it. Amaze, this looks fantastic. Make sure you go follow Amaze. Sides of torsos, yeah, they're pretty complex. Again, with those complex muscles, you get some of those back and shoulder muscles that we were talking about. Oops. Did I press something? Oh, there we go. Thanks, Amaze. Yeah, sides of torsos and things are tough. I think something got accidentally pressed for a second there. Hey, Yak, how's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, go follow Amaze, everybody. You won't regret it. You were trying to give a shout out. It happens, Spyro. I've banned people on accident when I was trying to click their name, so derp. Amaze, this looks fantastic. You're getting it done at the end of the month if it kills you because you refuse to not get points in art. Oh, that's true. I have so many art fight things I need to do. Wednesday's stream is probably just going to be me trying to do art fight because I have so much left to do. But yeah, thank you, Amaze, for participating. And yeah, thank you for sharing your work. Aw, Dracon. Dracon says, I feel absolutely miserable at the moment, but here's some faces. I'm going to take... Aw, Dracon, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. But you know what? You know what? You tried. You put yourself out there and did some studies. And you tried to make it happen even though you weren't feeling well. And that's what this is about. You know, it's about struggling together. We're all struggling. I mean, honestly, I think you really nailed the expression on this one. That's not an easy thing to do. Oh shoot, we're in an ad. Okay, hold on. We're gonna come back to this after the ads. Let's do a quick stretch break. Thank you for that ad alert. Stretch time, stretch time. We stretch during the ads here so that nobody misses anything. Yeah, we ran out of snoozes. It happens. It happens. And then we'll get back to this after the ads. Hear me after ads, guys. Sorry for anybody who can't hear me. Hope you're doing well, bots. Thanks for coming in. No, you're doing great, Amaze. We all have a ways to go. That's the magic of art, right? Is that you never arrive. You're always traveling toward a destination with art. But if you can hear the sound of my voice, let's not think about that for a minute. Let's just stretch. Everybody breathe in. Arch your back. Push your shoulder blades together. And hold for about 20 to 45 seconds. You're basically going to unshrimp yourselves, chat. So you're taking that hunched back posture and pushing your shoulder blades together. You're basically overcorrecting bad posture for about 20 to 45 seconds. And this is going to kind of strengthen those muscles, push everything into place. I'm going to try and get my neck engaged in this too, because I feel like I've been leaning my neck forward a lot, like looking at my phone and stuff. So I really want to overcorrect that as well. And just sort of like prevent any sort of damage there. So after about 30 seconds or so, I'm going to relax. So I've got about 5 more seconds left. And there we go. Okay. So you're basically going from this to this to this. So it's just going to kind of straighten you out a little bit. Yeah, it was just a misclick, misheart rolls. Nothing bad happened. Thankfully, everybody here is very chill and very calm and very sweet, and I don't have to worry about smellies. And then I'm going to take my hand, I'm actually going to do, before I do that, actually, I want to do a couple of, like, shoulder and wrist rotations, just because I think I need to do probably more of those than I have been doing. So I'm just going to do a few shoulder rolls here. Everybody do whatever stretch it is that you would like to do. Your back always feels weird after doing that, really? Well, don't overstretch. So you want to be really careful. You just want to overcorrect, but not, like, you don't want to, like, put any weird torque on anything. So like when I say overcorrect the hunch, I just mean you're going from this to just like a backwards sort of a stretch that you flex and then you kind of relax. And what it ends up doing is basically over time it kind of straightens you up like this. But I guess it can feel weird if you've been hunched for a while. Hopefully not painful though. We definitely don't want to be hurting ourselves. The shout out is too close to shield. Oh no. But hey, you know what? In case there was a smelly, you just protected all of us, so thank you. It's all good. It's all good. It feels like it wants to stitch for a few seconds after. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I'm trying to be better about stretching at least once an hour. I actually am better about stretching on stream because of that than I am on stretching when I'm not streaming. So I need to work on getting better just all around with stretching. But Dracon, I'm so sorry. We were looking at this and then ads started, but this looks great. I was just saying I think you actually really nailed it with this expression, and the proportions on this are really good. So don't beat yourself up too much. You know, it's a tough thing drawing the human face, and I think you're tackling it and you're doing it and you're making progress. So keep it up. I'm sorry they're not feeling well, but I think you did fantastic. And then we have this one down here as well. You can see a little bit more trying to find the proportions and stuff, but still trying to pay close attention to the face and the structure. Yeah, it is a good expression. Back from the ads jail. Welcome back from the ads jail. Really appreciate it. Expressions are hard. Expressions are hard. I typically only draw like static faces because expressions are so tough. So, you know, you tackled a tough subject today, and I hope you feel better. Enjoy your nap. Face or expressions art gym sometime? Oof. Yeah, I guess that we can. If you guys have requests, I can definitely add them to the list. So far we have crabs and possibly facial expressions. Oh my gosh, I need to do more portrait studies before I do those, I think. Maybe we'll do a portrait study before we do facial expressions. I don't know, I just struggle. All the struggle. Expressions are fun. Oh, so of course the animators are all like, yeah, facial expressions, woohoo. Oh my gosh, Dali, yes. But yeah, if anybody has requests for studies, you can also post them in the stream event chat or here in the chat. If I see them, I'll write them down. But yeah, I think they're tough. There's a lot of stuff I need to get better at. Yangularu, doing some figure studies. More minutes. 1 minute, 2 minute, and more minute. You know, the classic breakdown. The butterfly. We did grasshoppers already. We could do butterfly. That's right. I did mention that this morning, maybe. Butterfly butterhopper. But yeah, you guys, Yangularu. Go follow Yangularu if you aren't already. We'll get you a shout out, Rue. Yangularu not only does impressive drawings, but also does impressive animation here on Twitch. If you like to watch animators work, Rue does a fantastic job and is very fast and impressive, and also just like a nice cozy place to hang out, honestly. I think you'll really enjoy Yangularu's streams. And just look at this. Obviously very proficient. Background studies? Yeah, what kind? We do environment studies sometimes. We did clouds the other day. We've done trees, we've done landscapes, but it's been a while since we did landscapes. Maybe we could do like a specific type of landscape. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if there's anything in particular you guys are struggling with, and we can totally add it to the list. I'll be making the calendar for August, either today or tomorrow. So let me know if there's specific stuff you guys want to study. But Rue, great form in all of these. Really good proportion. I think you did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for sharing and posting your work in here. Lovely stuff. Oh, you're all good. You're all good, Jack. If beating ourselves up for trying worked to improve us, it would have worked by now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. yeah. If well, we had a very long talk about that last week during an art gym, Jack Lantern. I can't remember if you were here for that conversation, but it's the idea of like the way you talk to yourself about your progress that can really like hamper or hurt. Now some of these I'm not sure. They might look a little suspiciously unclothed to an unclose-up Twitch moderator, so I'm not going to spend too much time looking at that other page, but they're both very lovely, Clem. These are fantastic studies, and thank you so much for sharing and for posting them here with us. I feel like you're really starting to step into a style, like an approach, with your work, and I'm excited to see where you keep going with it. Lovely job, like finding the shapes in the forms, paying attention to muscles and like where, like what's happening where with the body, with the skin and the muscle and the fat and just the foreshortening and all of that. So lovely shape studies. Briboette also streams here on Twitch. This is lovely, Briboette. Really great value studies here. Look at this traditional media study. Briboette, were these done from photo? If you're in the chat, were these done from photo reference or did you go to a figure drawing class? Yeah, really great stuff. Briboette does stream occasionally, although very sneaky. Let's see, Briboette. Pretty sure it's the same name as on Discord. Yeah, there it is. So make sure you guys go follow Briboette. Has been doing more streams lately. I've been seeing more alerts about streams. So make sure that you give Briboette a follow. Does a lot of traditional media, but is obviously very proficient with figure and with character. Have been seeing a lot of really cool stuff coming from Briboette. So make sure you go follow. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a stream sometime. But these look great. I love the values in both of these, and just the proportions, the light, like everything is just spot on. Really, really lovely stuff, Bri. Thank you so much for sharing. Welcome back, Dracon. Hope you're feeling a little better. Thank you for sharing your studies with us. You're banning yourself from shoutouts. Oh my gosh, Pyro, stop. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I always just type !SO. And that, I've never even, like, I feel like the slash commands, there's too many of them, and I always get lost trying to scroll around in them. But these look so good, Briboette. You're doing a great job. Yeah. And thank you for sharing. Sedulos did this sketch from the top of the stairs. Oh wow, so this is like actually your stairs, or like stairs that you were standing in? That's cool. Oh, the slash command does the fancy shout out if the SO was done during the timer. See, I didn't know that, Pyro. You are teaching me things. You're teaching me things about Twitch. I always learn new things about Twitch, I feel like, every day. Like, I had no idea. I didn't even know that you could get around that. See, you're so smart, Pyro. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Don't beat yourself up. This is awesome. Sedulos, I don't know if you're in the chat, but it sounds like you actually went to the top of some stairs and drew what you saw, which not only awesome for actually drawing something in life. I always say this a lot. I need to practice what I preach more because I know I don't do enough of this myself. I just got a camera arm that I'm going to attach hopefully this week. Mount my camera up here so that I can also do some traditional media studies, because I know I need to be working more in traditional media and drawing more from observation. But if you're able to go out with a sketchbook, just like Sedulos did, and draw something from observation, it's going to teach you more than just drawing from a flat two-dimensional image. And if you're new and you haven't heard this conversation before, you might think, well, why? What's the difference? I mean, they're both helpful, but here's the thing. When you're using like a flat reference, so like there's an implied line here. So the line, you can almost see a line, right, between the figure and the background. We all know that nobody's walking around with actual lines on their body, but because this is a flattened two-dimensional image now, there's an implied line. So it's a lot easier to fall into the habit of copying from a flat two-dimensional reference as opposed to actually going to a three-dimensional object in the real world or space and trying to flatten that yourself on the page. It makes your brain work differently. It's going to teach you more. You're going to have to more carefully observe reality. And you're not going to be able to copy because there's nothing flat to copy. You're basically, you're doing the flattening. And so great job. Not only doing this at all, but just your perspective on this is really fantastic. And this is a tough angle. Like, this is not an easy angle to draw. You've got that top-down perspective. You got some foreshortening on the railing here. You've got like tons of perspective lines. I don't know if you did any perspective gridding to draw this or if you just freehanded the whole thing, but Sedulos, it's extremely impressive, and I think you did a great job. And I definitely feel like I need to be doing more of that kind of thing as well. Okay, well, there's no steps, but I did find a ladder. So curves, steps, stones. Wow, exactly. This is really impressive. Like, definitely big claps for you, Sedulos. This is a very difficult, not just for you. This is difficult for everybody, and I think you really nailed it. It looks fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's see. Artie Gob. These are great. Some lovely little quick figure studies. The chaos mode. Hey, I recognize that pose. Artie Gob, this looks fantastic. Lovely stuff. Really nice also, just like some fabrics here. Like you got a lot of like clothed figures. Really good fabric studies. But a nice variety of poses to kind of challenge you to check your proportions on all of these figures. You're headed in the right direction here, Artie Gob. Thank you so much for sharing. I think these look great. Really good structural drawings here, and I just love that you called it chaos mode. It is a little chaotic. Although for some reason I find I have more fun and feel less constrained with like the weird poses. It's the static poses that always like trip me up. And I think it's because there's less dynamism to distract you from the fact that I'm learning to draw in human anatomy. But Artie God, these look fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. An architecture and perspective study? Yeah, we need to do that too. Okay, fine. Ugh. I've been putting off architecture, but it's been like months since we've done an architecture study, so you're probably right. It's time. It's time. We should do one. We should do one. Okay, here we have one from Sloppy. Oh my goodness. Sloppy Salamander. Is this a study from Snake Day? I think it looks great. Sloppy does not stream, but has been drawing with us for some time, and it's been really fun watching Sloppy just kind of progress during that time. This is looking fantastic. Really good job with the foreshortening on the face. Like, again, those foreshortened faces, not easy to do, those angles. It's very difficult to draw something coming toward the camera and make it look like it's popping out. But I think you did a great job. Yeah. Little snack. Exactly. You did such a good job, Sloppy. Thank you so much for sharing. I love seeing it. And I love that you're doing a traditional media study. Once again, every time I see you guys drawing in your sketchbooks, it's like, okay, I need to pull out my sketchbook more. I need to actually do the sketchbook sketching. Oh, I'm sorry, Dracon. That's okay. Oh, I think that's the end. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody who participated. I'm going to really quickly screenshot my studies. Probably just going to, like, slide them all together to make it a little easier to screenshot. And then we're going to... Oh, and I kept them all in the same layer today. You guys, I'm slowly becoming pro. Because everything is on the same layer, and that happens so rarely. Just pay no attention to that very unprofessional lassoing I just did with my mouse for some reason. Okay, alright. There we go. So I'm gonna screenshot this, get it in the Discord. I'm gonna scoot him up just a smidge. Actually, I'm gonna scoot both of these guys up. And then we're gonna go find someone to raid. Probably another artist, so don't go anywhere just yet. We love taking this art Twitch love to more people. It's always fun to get to meet more folks. I try to raid different people each time. I don't take raid suggestions, but if you do have a target that you'd like me to consider in the future, you can post their link in the stream share section of the Discord. That just helps me keep it fair to everybody, because I don't want people to, be upset if I don't pick their target. So it just makes it less awkward for me, basically. So thank you. But I do look in the stream share section a lot for new people to follow. And I also like to vet the people I raid into before I go say hi, just because we are, I try to be work safe and all that stuff. And I just, there's certain vibes I want to keep and keep those going. So I'm going to go look at my raid list and see who we're going to say hi to. But if anyone is still working, I just posted my... Congratulations on Oh my gosh! BJ, you just, like, totally beat my entire bits goal. BJ, thank you. That was very kind of you. Yes, we did also hit 4K, which reminds me, we are going to be having a 4K party at some point. Probably when I get back from my mountain trip in August. So probably be mid-August sometime. I'll plan a 4K party. Thank you so much, BJ. That was really kind. You didn't need to do that. It's going into the cheese fund, guys. We're getting more cheese. Heck yeah. Spam those cheese emotes. But that was really sweet. And thank you all. Thank you all for helping me get partner and smashing the bits goal and for the new subs today. And just for the general support, don't forget to come back this afternoon, guys. We are doing Camp Chaos this afternoon. Come back for some chaos at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. You hear Casey Snowart is an awesome streamer? Oh, I think you heard wrong, actually, Loden. I should try raiding myself. Can you even do that? I don't think you could do that, can you? Speaking of raids, Margot, thank you again for that raid. And thank you to anybody from Margot's community who stuck around, who followed, who lurked. I really appreciate you guys hanging out this whole time. Thank you to the new follows. Thank you all for hanging out with me in chat. Thank you for drawing with me. Thank you for keeping me accountable to doing studies here at the Art Gym. Oh, speaking of, let's see, I did 5 today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 today, guys. So that's more than 4. That's more than 4. So if you voted many more than 4, congratulations. You just got some bits. Prediction payout. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. Zix, are you in the art? Are you in the sub-zoo already? I'm going to be doing the sub-zoo after Camp Chaos today. I can't remember if you are already in here. I have a star by your name, but you did just resub, and I wanted to make sure that I knew I'm supposed to be coloring something, but I don't know if you've chosen something, and or if you already have, and I just don't know where it is.
So let me know if there's something that you would like to be. If not, no worries. You don't have to claim your doodle, but let me know at any time and I'll add it to the list over here. And we're going to work on that after Camp Chaos. Oh, I just realized you guys couldn't see anything I was just looking at on screen, but that's fine. Hey Jason, how's it going? Stick around, guys. We're going to go say hi to another streamer. Let's go say hello. Ooh, so we rated them last time. Who have we not rated? Oh man, should we say hi to this person? Hold on. I don't think we've ever rated this person before. I think I know where we're going. Oh, thank you. There's my raid commands too. I did not finish Portal. Yeah, so I was playing Portal on Discord last night. Sometimes I play a sneaky game stream on Discord. It's pretty rare, but it does happen occasionally. And I got to the final level, and then I was like, my brain's tired. I'm going to bed. So I'll have to finish Portal sometime on Discord. So go hang out there if you guys want to make sure you don't miss me struggling on Portal, because that was tough. I had to have a lot of help. Yeah, I think I know where we're going. Let me just double check and make sure what they're doing is not anything too... Oh no, this is super chill. You guys, we're gonna go say hi to somebody I don't think we've ever rated. But it would be awesome to go say hi to them. Let's go. And they're doing a very, very pretty watercolor painting right now. It almost I think it might actually be a study, so perfect. Yeah, let's go say hi to Sammy. So we've never said hi to Sammy before. Very sweet person. I've lurked on their streams a few times. Lovely traditional art. I think you guys will have a good time there. Let's go do... Oops, I'm trying to copy my own raid call here. Ah, wait. There it is. Okay. But there's all my links in the chat if you need them. Thank you for the help getting those posted. Here's the one I'm going to be doing. If you guys don't have a sub, copy the one from Streamlabs that uses emotes. But let's go say hi to Sammy Kelsch. Sammy Kelsch is doing, like I said, a lovely watercolor drawing, and I'll be back at 4 p.m. I'll be back in like 4.5 hours, guys. So don't forget Camp Chaos tonight. You can join the Discord. Click interested on the event if you want a reminder from Discord. You can also turn on stream pings to get alerts. You can turn on notifications here on Twitch. That always helps. I mean, any of that stuff helps me in general, but especially if you don't want to miss the session today. We'll be doing character camp. You guys get to pick the words. And we're going to design characters and show them off on stream together. So if you like showing off silly stuff, it'll be kind of like the art gym, but completely from imagination. So it's basically the opposite. Anyway, come back at 4. It should be chaotic and a good time. And I'll see you there, okay? But for now, let's go say hi to Sammy Kelsch. And I'll catch you later, guys. Bye-bye!